from Twitch.tv, it's Vtuber Talk. This week our guests are Eleanor and Booster. It's all about to begin on Vtuber Talk. Hello and welcome to Vtuber Talk. I'm your host Jay, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. For those of you who haven't been here before, Vtuber Talk is designed after classic late-night talk shows. Everything here is live, casual, and the goal is to simply have fun conversations that will entertain people who are already familiar with the guest, while still being accessible for new fans. That's my way of saying I hope that anyone can tune in and have a good time. Well, it's been a busy week for a lot of people. By the way, chat, do let me know. Hopefully sound is alright. I'm always tinkering with the audio levels. If anything's wrong, do let me know in the chat. But yeah, busy week for me, busy week for the JUSAGI Content Corporation, and a busy week for AirAsia 2 with the official, liftoff of Project Kawaii. It was a big splash in the VTuber community a couple months ago when they announced their auditions, and they have had their initial debut of Kurumi-chan. So it's very exciting to see them finally have that in the world, and this really is an interesting time for the VTuber community in that we really now have our first corporate VTuber out there, and we don't really know how this is gonna impact things. We don't know if it will impact things. The ideal situation is that Kurumi-chan does very well and that it widens the market, that it brings more people into the community, into the fandom, and hopefully more companies will be able to have VTubers as their influencers and personalities and do it in a way that is healthy and also just constructive for the community as a whole. Obviously, things aren't necessarily guaranteed to be so perfect, but we can hope, and I certainly do hope that we'll be able to see the community continue to grow because, as we all know, just having bigger personalities out there, even though it is competition, quote-unquote, in the end, rising tides lift all ships. That whole IVN, I think, is just the best encapsulation of that they by far just have larger numbers than anyone else in the community, but no one can deny that them being successful has absolutely trickled down and lifted up the rest of the community. So, best of luck to Kurumi, best of luck to Project Kawaii, and anyone else involved. But my guests this evening are actually some people who have been bantering back and forth a bit with Project Kawaii. They actually helped fund, I think, what would be her very first fan art, really. They are the power couple, or the odd couple, as you see fit, of the JCC. Please welcome my guests for this evening, Ellie and Booster.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you really going to try to do every time?
Yes. Yeah, I will.
Well done. You're not Gura, though.
That's fine. Still a good audio test, though.
No. It's always
By the way, chat, let me know
screaming.
how the BGM is balanced, because while I do have a monitor on for the early stuff, I don't actually have a monitor on right now, so hopefully you can hear everyone clearly.
Peace. Hello.
Yeah, I demand it. Let them know if the audio sucks.
They're a little quiet and their music's a smidge loud. Alrighty, bringing down the music. Live audio production, folks. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Then
Yep,
I'm gonna bring them up a little bit.
Always. What's a
Quieter
stream
than
without
me.
audio scuff?
God, what is a stream without audio scuff?
Mhm. One of my very first opening monologues was embrace the scuff, love the scuff, because no matter how much you plan, there will always be scuff, and you just have to
Oh,
roll
yeah.
with it.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
God, ain't
hopefully
that truth.
those little adjustments made a difference. If it doesn't, let me know in the chat, but let's go on and get started, since it seems that at the very least, I didn't mess it up so badly that they can't hear you. So, I suppose for starters, go ahead and introduce yourselves for anyone who might not be familiar with you.
My name is Eleanor Briarwood. I go by Ellie. I am a necromancer, and I resurrected my dead husband, Booster. Say
Hi.
hello. And I make him play bad games to torture him on stream, and then
Yup.
I play the better games. Yeah.
Yup.
That's our stick.
I never
That's your
realized that
story.
was the canonical reason of why he always plays bad games, but it makes so much sense now. That's why
Oh,
he
yeah.
tortures himself.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
Or
yeah,
that's
because she makes me.
yes. Hey,
That's
she's
the
giving you
lore,
an
at least.
excuse. Just roll with it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh,
Fair enough. Does that mean Booster's an M? Does that mean you shut the fuck up, Jusagi?
Hello, Jusagi.
He kind of
Good to
is.
see you.
he kind of is, though.
I am not.
Oh,
No, you kinda are.
I'm really looking forward to this show because this is the first time that I've had a duo on as guests. So it's not just me bouncing off the guests, it's now you two bouncing off each other. And like I said, power couple and odd couple in equal parts here. And it just,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen your streams together that sometimes you stream alone, sometimes it's together. But it is very clear that you bounce off each other very well. And that is because you are a couple in real life.
Yes,
Yup.
yes.
Yeah,
We've
that
been-
part is not a joke.
No, it's not.
No.
We've been. Wait, do we know how long we've been married? At least 5, right? At least 5 years.
What?
We've been married. We've been married. Let's see. It's 2021.
6?
Might be 6. 6 seems
years?
right.
Time lost all
6
meaning
years?
last year. Nobody knows anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And then before that, we've been together for at least
We've been together for 50,
since 2006. Yeah.
2006. God.
So
with you longer
that's
than you've
that's
been.
over a decade. Oh my god.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes, it is.
Oh.
And,
Yeah.
and.
Boomers, you're a boomer, Manami.
Who said that?
Manami.
Manami. You're a
Uh,
fucking boomer. Shut up.
So,
Anyway,
how does the couple go from IRL couple to also being VTuber couple? That did one of you get into this first? Did this happen simultaneously?
So, well, Booster did his own thing, streaming for a while, but he finished that, and then around the time Hololive rolled out, he wanted to do another project, and so basically, how we got started was a giant shitpost between us and our friends.
Okay, let me explain that because you failed. Okay, so
No, I was letting you elaborate.
okay, all right. I didn't suck. I just wanted you to do it better. Anyway, so what happened is I streamed for about 4 years to a lot of people. I was a very successful streamer, but all good things come to an end, and its time had run its course, and so the project ended. As if I had gone on any longer, it would have been absolute shit and would have lost its specialty. So I ended it, and then me and my friends, my team who helped me do the thing that we did, we were really, really fucking bored. And then VTubers started showing up, with Hololive.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, oh yeah, these girls are cool. Maybe we could resurrect our thing, but use them instead. And then one of them was like, it's weird that you're not a VTuber. And then
Yeah.
and then we just started shit posting about it. Like, yeah,
Oh
what
yeah, we
would
could totally VTube.
yeah, like we were joking about it. And then Ellie was like, yeah, what about a necromancer and her ghost? And I didn't like that. I wanted to be a skeleton, but
No.
she wouldn't have it.
Nope.
Original name for Booster was actually Ghosty. Or what was it? Yeah, it was Ghosty.
Was it?
Yeah, see, I even
Well,
left
I
it up
think-
here.
I think that Booster is an upgrade over Ghosty.
It
yeah,
sure
man,
is.
there
It
was
sure
another name
is.
that was cheeky, tongue in the cheek, which we're not going to talk about, but it would have used my real name. But like,
Yeah. Well,
was
I really
super-
wanted to do that.
yeah,
though.
but it's never going to happen. Even though
Yeah.
Jusagi has said it on stream, the asshole.
Has he really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh wow.
He made the joke, knowing full well why he made it. I was just like, oh, you little shit.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
And then Minami might also be able to figure out what it is because Minami somehow found out.
And then
Good old PayPal.
I started looking more stuff on VTubing, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of free stuff we can use, like Vroid and stuff. And then like slowly everyone like got together and was like, oh, I could build this for you, and I could make this for you guys.
Yep.
And so we just that's how our VTubing career started, as a giant shitpost.
As a giant
Nice.
See,
Oh yeah, and then we did a couple thing because it was like, well, we see a lot of people starting up. How are we gonna stand out? Oh hey, couple.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I forget which business term Jusagi used. Competitive advantage, I think, was what
Yeah.
he had for it. But yes, that was, you had something unique, so use it. Also, I think there might be a third with us. I hear a dog in the background, so I have to ask what type of dog.
So Murphy, he's a 13-pound little mutt thing. Well, no, okay, so we know what he is because I did do it on my birthday a couple years ago. I was like, I want to do a DNA test on him, so we did that. So I'm not gonna fully disclose what he is because on Twitter I occasionally do "What the fuck is Murphy?" kind of a thread and see what people kind of guess.
Okay, very fair.
Yeah. So but he's a mix of three things, and the people in the thread have guessed that he is part Shih Tzu and he is part Chihuahua.
Yep, but
Yeah.
there's the third thing.
There's a third thing.
There's the third
Yes.
thing.
Also, your audio is
Easy.
popping just a little bit every so often. I'm not sure what it is. It sounds like a cable might be loose. You're still coming through pretty clearly. It doesn't seem like it's the software. But if you're able to tinker with that, that'd be cool. But if not, it's not unworkable.
Okay.
Yes,
we'll figure it
yes,
out.
Jusagi. Scuff. Audio scuff.
Man,
When is there
Look,
not audio scuff
I'm
with
just gonna
us?
probably buy a professional microphone at this point.
I
So
operate with
using
just a
headsets.
cheap old Yeti Blue Nano USB connection. Real simple.
And I don't even have that. We use gamer headsets.
Oh boy. Well, to be fair,
We're such professionals.
in the sliding scale of gamer headsets, yours actually don't sound terrible. That my gamer headset, I've tried using it ever since buying the Nano, and it's simply too far from being good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe I don't know. Does audio software versus like a physical audio mixer?
I have no idea.
Matter?
I'm
Yeah.
a cheap
The
person when it
answer is
comes to
yes.
this. That, like I said, I'm
Yeah.
running off a USB mic here, no software involved. So if this is what I'm able to get with really zero effort, I assume that if you actually put in effort, that it would just get even better.
Yeah. I mean, your audio always sounds amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
So
As I was mentioning to them before we went live, I'm currently under a blanket surrounded by pillows. That is how I get my studio quality sound, by just creating this jerry-rigged MacGyvered little booth on my desk. And it's a little
I
warm
love
under
it.
here, but I put up with it.
I love it.
it's pretty rad. When I did voice acting, I did something similar to that.
Hmm.
Oh, you did voice acting. That's actually news to me.
Yeah,
Obviously, don't
yeah.
want you to dox
It's-
yourself, so like, don't tell us any of your roles or anything. But that's neat.
Oh, it's okay.
No, not like perfect. Well, it's more like, what was it? Did you do lewd stuff? I think,
Yeah,
you.
I did
Yeah,
lewd
you did a
stuff.
lot of.
Hey,
I
there's
did a
money
lot
in
of
lewd.
not safe.
There is money in lewd.
There's
is
a lot of money. But yeah, I used to do not safe for work audio for people.
Hey, nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Still, hey, it's a fun fact.
Yeah, but now I'm waiting for chat to be like, "Excuse me." Oh, okay. Jusagi going. Of course you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you already knew that. Could we find it? No, you couldn't. There's only one place that you could find it, and I'm not telling you where that is.
No.
Get dunked on.
Usagi.
Was it Daddy Booster? Or was it Daddy Booster or Murphy Booster? Shut up.
Oh dear. I suppose.
No.
So I never actually asked Jusagi, so I might as well ask you. How did the three of you meet? Did you know each other prior to the JCC, or was this the three of
Nope.
you? Okay, so how did
Nope,
this
no.
happen?
So
Yeah. I'll let
well,
you tell.
I was the online presence at the time. Booster did not have a Twitter account, but I saw Jusagi like a bunch through the Twitter VTuber community, and he was doing his consults. So I originally DM'd Usagi about the consults when he was doing it at the time, but then like right after that, his first account got banned.
Oh no.
And so, yeah. Wait, did you not know about that?
No.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
learning
His
so much
first
tonight.
account. So Jusagi's first account got banned because he kept DMing people links to the consult forum, and so Twitter thought he was some bot. So his first account
Oh.
got banned. But then when he started his second account, he was like, "Hey, I made this Discord for people so I don't lose all my followers and friends and everyone again." So like, yeah. But Booster was actually the first one to see the Discord, and he was like the second or first
second person in
Yeah,
after Jelly.
yeah. And so Booster was like, took the opportunity and was like, "Hey, yo, what up? Let me help you with this Discord server." And that's
Yup.
just kind of how everything worked out.
I was just like, "Hey, what's up, Jusagi? A nice place that you have here. It would be a shame if I made you the next Yagoo, right?"
Yeah.
And then he was
And the
just
rest
like,
is
yeah,
history.
I guess.
Yeah,
Pretty
it
much.
really is.
I bullied him into it. Now he's happy.
Hey, that's honestly how some of the best partnerships and friendships are made of just we're in the same place and somebody says, "Let's do a thing." And the other person doesn't say no.
Yeah,
Pretty-
that's so true.
That's exactly what happened. It's funny because he had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
Never even met me. And
And
so
here
I
we
was just
are.
like,
Yeah, we were literally clout chasing.
yeah, kind of. I was clout chasing, but then I was like, wait, this is really fun. I want to do it. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, here we are.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
The rest
And
is history, yeah.
nice. So now we have the proper JCC and just, Ellie Booster Jusagi origin story. So
There
VTuber
you
Talk
go.
exclusives here.
Yep.
Ellie and Booster started as an absolute shitpost.
Yeah.
God,
that too.
But the thing is,
whereas
it makes total sense knowing you two, even though like we've spoken a little bit over Discord. That I'd say that I know
Yeah.
you two a little bit better than my average guest, but I would not say that we are particularly close. But even from what I know of you two, from the amount that we've interacted, this makes total sense.
Yeah.
Totally on brand then.
Yes, absolutely.
Shitposts into miracles. Exactly numbers. Oh, man.
That's the subtitle to the JCC movie, Shitposts into Miracles. There you go.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So
Oh.
the JCC has had obviously a lot of stuff that two investors. You have Violet, which I spoke with you, Booster, and Jusagi just last week. Ellie, I didn't actually have the chance to talk with you about this, but you were the one actually piloting that thing. So for those who weren't tuning in, essentially what Violet is a software program, and Booster and Ellie, you two can correct it or add as you see fit here, but it's basically a program that allows them to do a custom overlay over video capture. So what they were doing was Ellie was playing Animal Crossing and Booster was in real time able to bring up a text box that looks just like a proper Animal Crossing text box and a image of a given character and basically communicate, like almost role play effectively, but
Yep.
it
Yeah.
allowed for just this improv conversation and just a very unique way of bringing even more life into Animal Crossing. And this is a
Mhm.
program that is not exclusive to Animal Crossing, that this was just what you
No.
used as the pilot for it. There was a lot of
Yes.
funny
That's right.
things. You also had special guests, the Hyrule King, Ed, no, it was Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Yeah.
Was that a, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we could do a lot more with it, too.
Yeah, so so it was so like what was going on, so I was playing Animal Crossing as I normally would. Booster was actually the one behind the scenes doing a
Yeah,
lot
he's
of
the
the
puppet
work.
master here.
Yeah. But he didn't tell me anything about like when he do stuff like the calls and stuff, I already knew was going to happen while I was doing like my regular daily stuff on Animal Crossing. But then like he got the great idea when I entered the dream world and was going through Robin's island to do some of the wackier stuff that wouldn't make as much sense if I were just playing
Yeah.
my island.
I'm so happy that I
Yeah.
did.
So yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
very
really happy
fun.
about that.
I'm looking forward to the next one because I think there's a lot of potential there. Just obviously, we spoke about the program at length last week, so I'm not going to rehash all that here. But Ellie, you did a very
Right.
good job playing off of Booster's shenanigans.
Thank you.
Yeah, she sure did.
The other,
But
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, the best part about Violet in general is its robustness when it comes to that stuff. So, like, when event, and we spoke at this a little bit when you and me, Jusagi, were talking about it, but yeah, I've been talking to the dev of the game, or not of the game, of the program.
I was like, you got in touch with
And they-
Nintendo? Holy cow.
Yeah, if only. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. Lost my train of thought. Never
You
mind.
got in touch with Violet Dev.
Oh, right. So I got in touch with Violet Dev, and yeah, we're definitely working on getting Twitch and YouTube and possibly Discord integration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing that you mentioned, Discord integration and potentially even Streamlabs stuff down the line. So I'll be actually getting that interview up on my YouTube channel in the coming days. Haven't had a chance to upload it yet, but it'll probably go up around the same time as this one goes up. So I'd say in the next couple days. But if you want to end up hearing the full interview that I had with Booster and Jusagi, that's where you'll be able to find it, because Twitch only keeps VODs up for 2 weeks, and that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why another reason why we don't like Twitch.
We say as we broadcast on Twitch.
Well,
Twitch has its pros and cons.
It
you know,
does.
Yeah.
like any other.
like, you can stream porn on Twitch and feel free to think about not getting banned.
I mean, I guess you could no,
You can't do that on YouTube.
there's not safe for work content on YouTube as long as it's like educational.
Not even then. It still gets demonetized.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's up there.
It's up there. I could get monetized on Twitch with my porn, I guess.
Somehow.
Well, we mentioned you did NSFW work already, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what though. If I was to do, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
the
what
one
we're
thing
gonna
that you
for
do
our
on
next-
Twitch that is family friendly, that is actually pretty cool and wholesome, is you have your own talk show that you do while playing Desert Bus.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just like to say, you'll be hearing from my lawyers, because I saw yesterday that the stream title that you had said VTuber Talk, so something copyright infringement, cease and desist.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
No,
kind of.
Hey, imitation's the sincerest form of flattery. I actually found it really amusing. But yeah, so you do your own talk show, and it's with Jusagi as well, and you do it all while playing Desert Bus. For those who aren't familiar, Desert Bus is a game where you drive a large bus from Reno. No, sorry, it's not Reno. It's from Tucson, Arizona to Las Vegas, Nevada, on a straight road in real time, and the bus has a slight drift. But otherwise,
Yep.
the trip takes 8 hours, and if you make it from one to the other without breaking down or falling off the side of the road or overheating, you get 1 point, and then you do the return trip. And it is the
Can
most...
you overheat?
So if you stop moving, the bus will overheat after being still for about 5-10 seconds, yes. So you can't take your foot off the gas for an extended amount of time. You can
yeah, 'cause
stop
then
at bus stops, but you need to do it pretty quickly and then just get moving again.
I didn't even know there was bus stops.
You can't pause the game, I don't think.
You cannot pause the game. So what led
Yeah.
you to Desert Bus? Because I have my own passion for Desert Bus because there is a charity marathon that is done annually here on Twitch called Desert Bus for Hope, and it actually has a sticker in the bus for the version that you use, because it was originally an unreleased mini game on Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors that was not released for Sega CD.
That's right. That's right. What?
Bizarre Booster.
Well, like, I mean, like, to be honest, the real reason why I picked it was because you couldn't really do what was it called? Euro Truck Simulator.
Oh, so okay. So Booster has this thing where he says he loves driving and like wants to constantly go on like really long drives.
I love driving.
So like
Well,
he was
you
like, hey,
found the
what's
right game.
Yeah, so it was like, what's comfier than like going on a really long road trip and talking to someone? So that's kind of also how. But just FYI, he actually hates doing that.
I don't though. I don't.
No, okay, you can go for like maybe 4 hours, I think is your max, and then you're just like, why did we do this?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I suppose that is true. But I don't know. But I'll sit in my freaking chair for 8 hours at a time, and I'll just
Play
be
Euro
driving.
Truck Simulator.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So, I love it. Yeah, but see, the thing with the Euro Truck is I have to actually focus on driving in Euro Truck, whereas if I'm playing Desert Bus, I don't.
It's very
I
easy
don't
to
have
zone out.
focus.
That you'd think that it was designed this way specifically to make the player lose, but do you know actually the story behind Desert Bus's development?
Well, I heard what was on the bus, right? Because in the VR version, they have the little talk show that Penn
Oh, do
does.
they? I didn't know that they actually put that in there, because I've not played the VR version, so that's neat.
Yeah, but Ellie doesn't, and I think you would probably be able to say it better than I would, because I don't remember all the details.
So, long story short, in the 90s, there was an attorney general who, back in the heyday where blaming video games for violence was a frequent thing, said video games should mirror real life, that we shouldn't be making games with all this fantasy, that we should be making games that prepare people for real life. And Penn and Teller, the famous magician duo, took great offense to this. They were like, no, video games are a medium for joy and creativity and to escape reality. So they created Desert Bus as a political statement and a spite towards this attorney general. I believe it was Janet Reno. And they were like, what's the most boring thing that you can do? All right, it's going to be driving a bus for 8 hours. And they say that the single greatest thing they ever did for Desert Bus was adding the drift, because then it made it so people had to pay attention. This was that is the one key feature, that is the one bit of real design they put in. Nothing else exists. The game is just a political statement and a spite, but then folks from content comedy group Loading Ready Run adopted it for their charity stream, what was now 14 years ago, and that's grown. It's now raised over $7 million for Child's Play, which is a charity very similar to Extra Life, where it's, raising money to get video games for kids in hospitals. Yeah. And that's where I first learned about Desert Bus and learned all the different history about it. A very, very good stream that's always done in mid-November. So that I've been very good about doing a show a week. I can say that Vtuber Talk will be dark during the week of Desert Bus for Hope.
Nice, okay.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I like that you like that. That's cool.
It's fun. And and it just sort of tickled me when I saw that you were doing your show with Desert Bus, because I just have this very positive association with it. Whereas if you're not familiar with all the charitable stuff or the backstory, it still has a good level of renown of being one of the worst games out there. It's always a fight. What is worse, Desert Bus or E.T.? And they're terrible for different reasons. Because Desert Bus was designed to be terrible. E.T. was not.
Yes. E.T.'s not a bad game.
Booster wants. I think Booster is planning on streaming ET at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
ET's not. No, listen. Hold on. I've beaten ET.
Have you?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
It's
ever
not
met someone
hard.
who's.
Like, it's not a difficult game. You know what that game lacks?
What?
Instruction.
Uh,
Once you get the instruction for the game, once you understand how it works, it's easy. It's an easy game. It's just a matter of finding, like, you drop in a hole, you find a symbol, you get out of the hole, boom, you go to the next symbol. It's that easy. It took me like an hour to beat.
huh.
That, I feel like that could
How
be a
long
really
is it
good
supposed to
stream of just you speed running ET.
What's up, Ellie?
How long is it supposed to take?
Well, see, the thing is, back in that day, there wasn't a specific, like, it didn't matter how long a game was. A game was a game, right?
Right.
You would replay it, but the game was purposely padded with zero information so that it would go longer than it was supposed to.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
So
I always
people would
assumed it
be
was just awful design and the fact that Atari had to ship it in 6 months to make it for the holiday rush.
Well, like, yes, but they padded the game by not including the proper instruction onto what to do. Like, okay, do you know Angry Video Game Nerd, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so you know how he did a stupid movie, and it was based around E.T.?
I know of it, I have not seen it.
Okay, you really don't need to watch it. You just need to watch the review of E.T. He basically says the exact same shit I said. It's not a bad game. It got a rap for being a bad game for virtually the only reason. Like, it's like the monkey experiment. Everyone he beats the person who takes the banana. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
Yeah.
But
Well, also the
without a
fact that it
reason
was
as to
supposed to
why.
be just, it was heavily advertised. It was supposed to be a really good game. They had Neil Diamond flippin' signed on for the music. They invested so
Wow.
much money into it. And the fact that even if it wasn't the worst thing ever, it was the worst thing that had been pushed as what would have been a AAA title at the time.
Yep, now we have Cyberpunk, so there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now there's an interesting parallel of, modern day ET Cyberpunk. At least Cyberpunk can get patched.
Yeah,
that's
well,
true.
it's been patched. It's a good game now, but damage was done.
Yeah, absolutely. That
Damage
it's
was
gonna
done.
go down in history as, probably the modern ET of just epic failures on that.
I called that shit.
Did that hacking thing ever get resolved?
Yeah, that hacking thing got resolved.
Okay.
You can no longer hack a person's dick.
No.
No.
What?
I think she means the fact that CD Projekt Red got hacked. The company.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Oh,
a lot of their company personnel's information got hacked along with a lot of assets, I think.
Yeah, there was
Oh.
assets,
like-
internal documents for the development of the game. So, not pretty.
Yeah, and then I think the hacker was trying to sell the information on the dark web and was holding their information hostage.
oh,
I do
Yeah.
remember seeing that.
that
Yes.
at all.
Yeah,
Yes.
that happened
Yeah.
about 5-6 weeks after the release of the game. It was very
Yeah.
obviously done in retaliation for the game's shortcomings, shall we say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So, yeah.
weird.
That happened.
It's also weird to think that
I
happened this year. Speaking of time
Did it
being,
happen?
I'm pretty sure it was this
Like-
year or it was late last year.
Like
When did it
2021?
release?
Was it? I don't. Like I said, time's weird.
Yeah. It's weird because, like, as a kid, it feels like time goes by so slow. But then I feel like once high school hits,
Oh, never
time
mind. That
just,
was
like,
September.
speeds
That
up.
was last September. I'm just out of it. Sorry.
oh, wow.
Sorry,
No,
it's
you're
not that
fine.
bad. It's just my sense of time that's completely borked.
No, my sense of time. I think, no, everyone's sense of time post COVID is weird.
It's borked. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah.
Oh boy.
So,
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
it's
so when
not
you,
bad.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying ET's not bad. That's
All right, so
finishing
I
out
look forward
the
to seeing your next ET stream because I do want to see someone beat that game, and I know I could look it up on YouTube or something, but I want to see like a streamer beat that game. And you're the
Yeah.
first person
Right.
who I have spoken with who has said that they know how to actually just play that game, that they have put in the effort. And I think that is the single greatest credential of I am someone who plays bad games can have, of I know how to play E.T.
Okay,
Are you,
works for me.
are you
Works
gonna
for
do
me.
that as one of your one-sitting games or whatever?
Well, no.
streams?
What the whole point of the one sitting games is to beat my backlog.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, it's good content, but really, I'm just doing it to beat my games.
Gotcha. But you
ET
do
is
plan
not
on
on my
streaming it.
backlog.
So, for your, I guess, shtick of playing bad games, have you always enjoyed playing bad games, or is that something that you adopted when you started streaming?
No, it was adopted before streaming, but not too. Like, games suck nowadays, Jay. Like, video games nowadays are fucking garbage.
Yeah, I think he used to like conventional games, but then I think around the time like maybe the PS3 came out, he was just like everything's the same. I hate
No,
this.
like, no, not even then, because we have a PS4.
No, I know.
And I have a good handful of games, and there were good games on the PS4. But compare the PS4 to the PS3, and then compare the PS3 to the PS2, and tell me that there's still good games being made. And then compare the PS5 to the PS4.
God.
How many games are on the PS5, Jay, that are
I
exclusive
do not
to the
know.
PS5?
I don't have a PS5. The only
And don't even
quote
get me
unquote
started on
current
the
gen thing
Xbox.
I have is a Switch.
But see, well, now hold on, because the Switch is really good.
Mhm.
And I hated Nintendo for a really long time, but the Switch is a game console.
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah.
There are tons of games on the Switch that are only on the Switch.
Yeah, they've actually gotten... Well, honestly, that's what Nintendo has always thrived off of, that Nintendo's consoles, actually, I even read a book about their business, like way back in the day. I think it was called Nintendo Magic. This was released back when the Wii was in its heyday. And essentially, one of the big things that it broke down was that Nintendo doesn't innovate. They repurpose. For instance, the touchscreen that was on the DS, that was the killer app for it. Touchscreens had been used on phones and countless other devices for decades. The tech that was behind the light gun for Duck Hunt back in the day is the same technology used in remote controls. The gyrometers in the Wii controllers, the Wii remotes, had been used in lots of other things. They never create technology, they repurpose technology, and
Yeah.
what they invest in is their franchises. They have characters. Sony tried to do their version of Smash Brothers with Sony PlayStation
Oh my
All-Stars,
god, yeah.
and they were
Nope.
scraping the bottom of the barrel for characters. Nintendo
That
has
they
a...
didn't have to do. But that's like they didn't have to do that with All Stars. I'm sorry. I just
Yeah. So you
If
played
they
it because I
focused
felt
on-
like it. I felt that the combat system in that game was good for being a Smash knockoff. That they didn't do a one-to-one. That they had their own thing of how combat worked, and I did enjoy it for what it was. It wasn't Smash, but points to the development team for creating something new.
But like, where was Spyro? Where was Crash?
Yeah.
Do they not
What?
have the characters in them?
No.
No. But I think, that's a thing of
Okay.
rights. That was a thing of. I think that
Yeah, but
Crash
they
and
were
Spyro,
Sony
because Rare
characters.
they were Sony back in the day, but since they were developed by Rare, I think at that point Microsoft had purchased Rare.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about
That's
that.
dumb.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
yeah,
the thing,
and-
that,
well, I
that
guess
Sony
Sony's
as a
first
first party doesn't have many actual characters or franchises, whereas that is
Yeah.
everything Nintendo has.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
But even then, it wasn't until Nintendo stopped, I guess, when they started releasing more, not adult content, but like started releasing
When they
stuff.
stopped being, think of the children.
Yeah. And then they started releasing like regular, I guess, quote unquote, regular gaming content.
Yes.
Yeah.
That they actually.
Yeah.
Because remember, when the Wii came out, that's what they were trying to capitalize on, the little baby audience.
Yep, the
But now
babies
they're,
and the elderly.
Yeah.
But now they're releasing stuff like Otome's on
Yeah.
the Nintendo market and stuff, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
But what I was gonna anyway, yeah. So back to what I was saying though. Yeah. So games suck, right? So unless you've got a Switch, video games just suck, and there's no reason for a PS5 or an
There
Xbox
really
One
isn't.
X, One X.
At least not yet.
S
At least not
Plus,
yet.
I
Yeah.
mean,
But even then, it's just they're basically glorified PCs at this. Not even glorified.
yep,
You're just better off with a gaming PC.
yep. It's not like you're gonna get any fucking exclusives on that console.
Or if an exclusive comes out, even a couple years later, they'll come out
There'll be a
on
port.
Steam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was getting bored of games, and I was getting bored of going on Steam and finding garbage, even though I enjoyed it, because hey, whatever. So I went to my local
Game store.
game store, and I just was just like, I'm gonna buy games based on the cover,
Oh yeah.
and then I did that. Do you remember how fun that was, Jay? Not knowing a fucking thing about the game, just buying it based on the cover art.
I did not have that much spare change as a kid, so usually if I was buying a game that wasn't an established franchise, I would usually buy based on recommendations. But to be fair, like,
Sure.
then I found some of my favorite ones via recommendations, like The World Ends With You, which actually has an anime airing currently, is one of my
Oh,
all-time
wait,
favorites
is it
of
out?
like, the anime is
Huh.
airing right now this season.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, yeah, fair enough. I wasn't the richest kid, you know. I had money when I was younger, but I wasn't like rich.
Well, also there just weren't many like video game stores that would have a bunch of stuff. Like there was GameStops and whatnot, but GameStop prices were blah, and I guess maybe part of it also is the fact that when GameStop has used games, they usually don't have the jackets. So maybe that was part of it.
I mean, I don't know. I'll tell
Now
you
I'm
what,
thinking all
I
about
always
GameStop
helped.
marketing.
Oh God, no.
Don't do that. To the moon.
Oh.
Stunks. But so I just started, buying based on the covers, and my God, are there some fucking god awful games with cool ass covers. But it was funny and it was fun, and I enjoy wasting money. So,
And you occasionally found a good game.
and I do occasionally find a good game. Shoveling through shit.
And
then
finding a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, like Savage Skies, which I will remind everyone is a game where you pilot dragons, griffins, and other mythical creatures, like in Ace Combat, while Ozzy Osbourne narrates and sings music in the game.
What?
While you're defeating necromancers, skeletons, and other dragons. It's a fucking great
Savage
PS2 game to
Skies.
everyone.
Huh.
Yeah, dude.
Note to self. Has it ever
There's
been
a
ported
lot
to
of, like-
anything?
Nope. PS2.
I still have
Wait,
my
it's probably on the
PS2.
Xbox too.
Yeah, but there were a lot of collabs back in the day for like with like IRL artists though, like Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey, E.T. had Neil Diamond.
Yeah, E.T.
Yeah,
had Neil
yeah.
Diamond. Yeah, but stuff like that's so good. And so I just started buying too many. Like I just recently bought Bubsy 3D.
Yeah, Leah Foxtrot in the chat is saying Bubsy when.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Leah. I bought Bubsy for the PS4 actually. For the PS4 because they redid Bubsy.
Also, Space
Space
Channel
Channel
2
was
is
good.
Bay. Have you...
Space Channel 2 is amazing.
What is Space
Do you know anything
Channel?
about Space Channel?
I know nothing. Please educate me.
Space Channel. Was it on the PS2 originally?
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. Oh, okay. But the game developers partnered with Michael Jackson to make this rhythm game, and Booster knows more. Like I've
Alright,
seen him
'cause
play.
I
That's how I know
know-
about it.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker from way, way back in the day. But this is not that.
No, this is not that. This is a rhythm game. It's actually a really good rhythm
It
game.
has an original character, Ulala,
Ooh la la.
and yeah, it's basically the only thing she says is true.
No, she speaks.
No, yeah, I guess she does.
She's
speak.
an interviewer.
Yeah.
She's an interviewer.
Yeah, it's a
She
rhythm
runs-
game where you shoot aliens, though.
Yeah, like you dance with aliens and you shoot them with the power of music
Yes.
and choo choo. Man, I want to give you a clip, but I can't give you a clip. We don't have a clip. But I could show you some gameplay. It's
Yeah,
super fun.
send it to
Yeah.
me later. I'll have to check this out. And is this one that you have streamed or plan to stream?
Oh, I've never played it. I've never streamed it, but I have absolute confidence that Ellie will want to stream it at some
This
point.
sounds like the
Yeah.
right brand of BS for something to stream. It sounds just ridiculous in the best way.
And it's actually really entertaining
Yeah.
to watch.
And the music is good too.
Music is super good.
Ooh, actually, but then there's the question of what is the DMCA risk on
Copyright.
that?
Yeah.
I mean,
how
it's
much of that
fine.
music? How much of that music is not original to the game?
No, it should be all original.
Because if
Yeah,
it's
I
all
think
original, then
everything
you're
is
fine.
original.
As long as it's not something that was,
Yeah.
ever put on a record, you should be safe.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like Michael Jackson helped produce the music, but it was
But
like
it's not.
all
It's
40
not
games.
Michael Jackson, discography.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you
believe
should be
me,
fine.
Yeah. I wouldn't care so much if we were on stream. Actually speaking,
Yeah, Leah said she's played that on stream and haven't gotten a DMCA. So.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was pivoting rather into Twitch for some reason, and I forgot how. Oh, I remember. So, you know how we do our Twitch streams, right?
Trying to get banned?
Yeah, or trying to get banned Twitch streams, where we stream porn
And just other.
and just other bad things. Trying to get our Twitch account banned because we're affiliate and we're almost partner. Like,
No, we're not.
yeah,
no.
we are. We're
No.
close.
No.
Did it
you
go
were
down? Because last time I checked it, after our last stream, we only needed like 25 more average viewers to hit partner.
We don't stream enough on Twitch for that average to be going up though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where we were, right? We're gonna do one more.
Great
We're gonna
Ramonculus
do-
says they're
you-
going to be looking to help you get there.
Yeah. So, and I'll announce this here. We're gonna do one more attempt before we pack that in.
One more
Uh,
attempt until if it doesn't work, then we'll take the Twitch account more seriously.
Yeah, like,
Okay,
if
yeah.
it
So
doesn't work,
packing it
we
in
may
is
just
packing
move
in
to
the
Twitch.
attempt to get banned.
Get banned. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just
We'll just actually do it.
We'll
Yeah.
just move to Twitch, right? We'll just say, well, we're unbannable. Let's move to Twitch. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, I'm gonna tell you, we're going to stream Hatred, which is a very violent game, which had a lot of controversy around it,
And it is banned on Twitch.
and it is 100% banned on Twitch.
I feel
Wow.
like that will be more difficult to get away with because if
Wait.
it's something that's like they'll probably be able to
we
detect
played
that.
Honeypop. We played Honeypop on
yeah,
stream.
we played Honey Pop.
That's also banned.
I have a
Yeah.
couple of criminals on my stream tonight, folks.
Yeah. So what else? What else? Also, while we're playing Hatred, I'll be blasting Metallica.
Well, I feel like that's going to be too easy because there are bots that detect that.
Yeah, sure. Like I said, this is the last hurrah. We're trying as hard as we can.
Going out with a bang, speed run,
Yep.
get banned from Twitch any percent.
While also streaming porn in the bottom right-hand corner. While also streaming Marvel the Avengers X-Men. Or Marvel's The Avengers in the bottom left-hand corner.
The thing is, at that point,
Yep.
would you be confounding the bots because it's not that you're
Oh,
taking up the full
maybe.
screen for it. So by having, because I don't know what the tech is like. Obviously, it can detect if it's the full screen of a thing, but if you're doing, one thing in one corner, one thing in another, does that actually confound it?
Oh,
Who knows?
maybe.
I mean, we'll definitely try. We'll see what happens. Stream Manhunt 2? Yeah, I'll stream Manhunt 2. We'll do the big violence, right? With Hatred being the genocide simulator. And then Manhunt for that real nitty-gritty stuff, and then maybe some more porn.
Do you want to stream that one Studio Foe game?
Studio Subverse?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stream Subverse as well.
Oh
Studio Foe is
dear.
a porn. Do you know who Studio Foe is, Jay?
No, I don't. But just the way you're talking, like I can imagine.
They're a porn company. They're a porn company. It's great.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna be great. It's
the
gonna be fun.
indication I was getting there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And then other than that, though, yeah, if after everything we still don't get banned,
I'll
we'll
just take it more seriously.
Then-
delete the
yeah.
VOD and we'll start maybe ditch the YouTube channel.
No. We're like basically halfway to getting monetized at this point.
Yeah, we are. Halfway to
So we're
getting
definitely
monetized.
not ditching it, but yeah, we'll take it more seriously. We'll update everything, probably make it look, actually professional.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, but yeah, so there's that. And then, other than that, though, I've got nothing much else on the Twitch front.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it has been sort of a running joke for you all now, and like you said, it's still kicking somehow.
Somehow.
Like we got banned. No, we got a 3-day banned twice for the same thing for showing not safe for work content, but like the second time we should have been permanently banned because that's in their TOS. If you get banned for the same thing, then you should get perma banned. But that still didn't happen. It's weird.
You are just out here conducting, science experiments, and I know it was originally meant to just be a throwaway, that you didn't plan on using the channel, but as the experiments have progressed, it just has, at least thus far, had a relative immunity. So, once again, here we are.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people like in our Discord and other Discords, VTuber Discords, being like, "Oh wait, I shouldn't stream this because it has a partial nudity or something." And I'm just like, guys, no one cares.
I know.
Literally, no one cares.
I wish we could be like, yeah, so for sure, no one gives a fuck.
But yeah.
Just stream it.
Yeah.
So if you ever wanted to get Melody on here, you could probably play clips of her other streams, and you'll be fine.
Well, no, she might copyright that.
Oh,
Well, yeah, no, because then,
If she's
then
on
Mel
there with him.
copyrights it. Oh, yes, well,
Yeah.
gosh, like, I should be so fortunate to be able to interview Mel at some point, because
Might not be too crazy. Might not be too far off, my dude.
who knows?
Yeah.
But when you're not trying to get yourself banned from the platform that we are currently broadcasting on, are your favorite games to just play in your own time, bad games as well, or do you find yourself playing games when you're not streaming that are different from the ones that you play when you are streaming?
No, I personally,
Yeah,
I'll
he
play
still
any.
likes
I still
playing
like
bad
them. I'm
games.
still trying to beat, like, okay, every time, hold on. I have 1,085 games in Steam alone.
Oh my.
Just Steam. Just Steam.
Just Steam.
We have
And
an
then
entire.
I have about another 500 games, probably more, on my physical shelf, and I'm trying to beat all of them.
Yeah.
Good luck, my friend.
So I'll do it. I'll do it
I
eventually
keep telling him
somehow.
to stop buying video games, and he's just like, nah.
Nah.
Nah, I'll just
Yeah.
continue to buy them forever because I like buying them, because I have an addiction, because I like video games, I guess.
Video games are literally.
Says the
his
person
life.
who
They are literally my life.
says the person who not 5 minutes ago said video games suck.
No, but that's why I can say video games suck, because I play them all the time.
Okay, that's fair. I suppose you do have a qualified response.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But yeah, what about you, Jay? What kind of games do you like to play?
Oh, I've always been a Nintendo person. I am absolute garbage at first-person shooters. I enjoy, like, watching people play, people who are good at that. I have just never had the skill for it, and because of online matchmaking, the learning curve to actually, not be completely slaughtered is too high at this point, because too many other
Yeah.
people are good at it, that the barrier to entry is not at the point where I'm even interested in trying, since I've never been a fan of it anyways. A lot of what I play, I like strategy games, I like RPGs, I like platformers, I like puzzles. One of my favorite franchises is Professor Layton and Phoenix
Ooh.
Wright, both of which are on the DS.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Phoenix Wright is
Yes.
well known. Professor Layton, I think, is pretty well known, but still just deeply, deeply underrated in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sad
for
about
sure
level
is.
5. Sad about level 5.
Wait,
Wait,
what's
what
up with
happened
level
to
5?
Oh, let me verify.
Did they
before
go
I say
under?
it. They went under. I'm pretty sure.
It'd be
Really?
really sad if they went under.
If that happened, it would have been a while ago, right?
It happened a while ago. Oh no! They halted all operations in North America. They will no longer
Oh.
be releasing games here.
Why?
Well, the Layton series never did that well in the States.
Did they not really?
It really didn't. We were
No.
lucky we got Professor Layton versus
Phoenix
Wright.
Wright, yeah. Which was
Yeah,
everything I
yeah.
wanted it to be and a little bit more. Like, it's not going to be Game of the Year material, but that was a fun crossover game, and it incorporated the unique brand of bullshit that both of those series have.
That's-
God, I fucking love that you found what was it? You found contradictions in the puzzles.
Yeah,
I love that. That
it was great. It was so good.
It was such a good game.
And like the
God, I
the-
wish I could experience it again.
The twist at
Oh,
the end
maybe
is
we should get
bull.
on
Like
stream.
it's the twists in all the Professor Layton games are bull. They're so
yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
But the
They are.
characters are so good. Like
They are,
I swear,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
cried at the end of Unwound Future. If you ever played that one, it's the third in the original trilogy. Just-
What was the
Ugh,
story in that?
That's the time
No,
travel
don't
one.
say it. No,
It's the
yeah,
time
don't.
travel one. That's not spoilers.
What,
'Cause I play
you want to do You want to do Professor Layton?
Yeah, on stream.
Okay,
Yeah, that'd be fun. I
that'll
think.
be the next Ellie batch of games.
Awesome. Yes,
That'll be
I
the
will
next Ellie batch.
absolutely tune in for that.
Okay.
Chat can help me.
In chat can help. After Hollow Knight, we can go. Well, after
No,
Ghost
I
Trick.
have a couple of things I want to play on stream though. So
Really?
yeah.
See, this is a unique. Oh, what a segue! This is a unique problem that we have,
What?
right? Because we gotta manage our channel
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Mm.
But so
We have to balance out the good games and then the bad games.
we have to balance it out, but like we also have to keep our brand really strong, right? So I like playing bad games. Like lore aside, I actually genuinely like them, and there's a reason for it. I'm trying to do my thing. But Ellie also wants to play her good games, right? Like we tried doing Last of Us, we're never doing Last of Us again. Can't believe I bought that game for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we only have finite amount of time to stream it in a week, right?
Yeah.
And it used to be, yeah, we'll just solo stream the games that we want. Well, that doesn't always work out because we're also people with full-time jobs, so we can't stream 3 times in the same day. Otherwise we would. So we have to, like, we're doing the Mommy, we're trying to beat that in one playthrough.
You're playing, and then we have Ghost Trick right now,
Ghost Trick, which is our together game.
and then I'm still trying to beat Hollow Knight.
And then there's Hollow Knight, which is Ellie game. So
Yeah.
we kind of have it in like Booster plays a game with Ellie watching, and then Ellie plays a game, and I might start sitting in for her Hollow Knight streams, just to be there with her. And then of course we have Ghost Trick, which we kind of play together, right?
Yeah.
So we have one for me, one for her, and then one together. But then like what we've talked about, at least, like, you know how I've got my Sunday or my Saturday streams every other week where I try to beat a game in a single sitting.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's something I want to do that just kind of helps bring in the bad game, because I want that to be a focus, but it's not just me, right? Like this is a team effort, so I have to listen to what my wife says too. I think you what?
No, go ahead.
No, please.
I don't know what you were gonna say. What?
And then I think that Ellie wants to do more solo streams. I think
We'll see.
that means no. Whenever she says we'll see, that means no.
Doesn't always mean. No, it
It
doesn't.
like 99%
No,
means
that's
no.
we have to think about it more.
So it's a
Booster.
no. So it's a no.
Oh my god.
So I was wrong is what I'm getting at here.
Oh.
But so stuff like that. And balancing out is really hard because we want to keep the brand of the duo strong, as opposed to just having
two people
two
on one
people
channel.
on one channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and I was really interesting that this came up now that I think about it, because I was talking to a friend of mine earlier about this, and the goal in a duo is to get people to play favorites, but then love the other person because they make their favorites shine. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you may like in Penn and Teller, right? You might like Teller more than Penn because of how expressive he is. But like, you need Penn there to make him do his thing.
Yeah,
right?
you need Penn to be the one talking enough for both of them.
Exactly. So you can, but if it was him by himself, you're not going to get the favor. Yeah. So it's
And
very
also
hard.
just the duo, the ability to bounce off each other. That obviously you're not doing stream together all the time, but the dynamic and the ability to have both of you, and also the fact that you're just able to refer to each other so consistently and openly on your channel and have it be part of the brand, because then it's not just, oh, I'm on my channel and referring to someone else. It's no, I am referring to my other half here.
Yeah.
Really driving home that team effort was a thing.
We thought about it. We've discussed like not playing games like together, like a co-op game, but like swapping off.
Oh, so
Yeah.
like Booster play, if you're doing a Pokemon stream, just random example, that Booster plays up through the first gym, and then whenever the stream ends, but then you play and you just pick up and you're like, all right, so what did Booster leave me with?
That's
an interesting idea.
That is interesting. Yeah. No, I was actually.
Hey, you're welcome.
We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. But we found out that I'm pretty good at platformers. Booster is awful at platformers, but like what we probably should have done for the Hollow Knight streams is me doing all the platforming elements, and then I have been so awful at the boss fights though. Whereas Booster seems to be he catches on better on the boss fights, surprisingly, rather than like being able to jump to this platform than the other. So what I think what we maybe plan on doing in the future is maybe playing something like, I don't know, Shovel Knight or something, where Booster's shaking his head.
I don't want to play Shovel Knight. It's a bad, stupid game. I don't like it.
But like where I'll do one segment of the game and then we'll switch off while he does the other. So something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that'll be fun. What about ukulele? Dude, we've got much better games than ukulele.
I've never played ukulele.
Yeah, it's okay. We've got other 3D platformers that are probably better that we've never played, like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
The cameras are inverted, so no.
Well, you can fix that.
No, we tried. It didn't work.
No, yeah, I did get it to work. I did get it to work after we were done.
Okay.
You got a re-release last year on Steam.
Because I've heard of that game, just in passing. I don't know anything about it.
It is. What is Ty? He's a tiger?
He's a Tasmanian devil.
Oh.
Tasmanian tiger.
Is he a Tasmanian? Is that a thing?
I think so.
You play as this Australian.
It's an Australian guy.
Australian animal, and you collect shit.
You collect. It's a collectathon. It's a 3D platformer collectathon, where you throw boomerangs at missiles.
Oh, that was a thing, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
It is Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. This thing does not look like a tiger. I will tell you that much.
No.
No.
I'm not sure what it's supposed to be.
Who made this? This looks like something out of Rare. It was made by Chrome Studios.
It was pretty popular for a while.
Yeah, it's from
People
2002.
have told us it's a good game.
This was on. Oh, it was on all three systems at the time: GameCube, PS2, and Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
remastered for Windows and available on Steam.
Mm-hmm. It was remastered with everything. I got it on Steam so that I can play it.
Okay.
I mean, like the quality here, looking at screenshots, for 2002, this does not look bad at all. This, like I said, I confused it for a Rare title at first, and that should tell you that it's pretty good quality for its era. It's
high quality. Absolutely it is. But but yeah, so switching off games every death or something would be rather cool.
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh, ooh, so in the middle of a
try
stream,
that.
just handing off per death. Okay.
Oh yeah. I think that would be the best way to do it. Or like, hey, this is too hard. Do it for me.
Yeah.
And then
Tag team.
giving it over.
Yeah.
But like, personally, something that I would like to see, and it's not as easy as just simply saying, hey, I want to see this. But like, I do want to see maybe. Yeah, it's hard to think of how to word this. So like, individual streams are good, but how do I word this, Ellie?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Words. I'm trying to do the word talking thing. The word talking.
We believe in you,
He's
Booster.
very bad at explaining things.
I'm super bad at explaining things.
Well,
Okay, so like, oh yeah, no. So like, I would like to see us basically just have more time in the day so that we could do more solo stream. There's a game that I have that a couple of you might know called Little Misfortune
Oh.
that I really want Ellie to just play by herself because it is her humor, so much so, and
How did you segue into that?
huh?
How did you?
My brain. Just accept it and move along. No, like, it's something that I want to see.
You literally went from yes.
No, shush, quiet. I will flick you in the head. I will
Continue,
return
oh my
all
God.
5 of the flicks you gave me.
Continue.
You gave me a headache last night, ma'am.
Good.
For context, folks, Booster did a no swearing stream yesterday, and every time he swore, Ellie got to flick him in the forehead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get back to that in a minute because that's something fun that we should talk about too, and what that meant. But I was on a normal track there.
Little Misfortune.
'Cause
Okay. Yes.
Little Misfortune. So there's games like that I could be there for, but it would be better to watch Ellie play by herself. That's something that I'd like to see. And there's also, Ellie doesn't want to sit through with me for 8 hours as I beat Prism and the
No.
Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn, or fawn over how hot an apple is.
Oh God.
Pardon?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Jay.
He played
No,
a
shut up!
Hales game, and I guess he found the apple in the game hot.
I was not alone.
He found Rule 34.
I did
The
find Rule
apple.
34 of the
God.
apple.
Well, as we all
Just to
know,
prove a
the
point.
Angry Orange was the original VTuber.
That's
Yes,
right.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad that you understand that. Yep, it's true. It's actually really impressive that that's true. God is dead.
It's,
yeah, I
it's
like how you-
disturbing that
you
it's
said-
true.
I like how you segued into we need to do more stuff together, and then but also she should do more stuff separate. Don't fuck me.
God dang it. She moved away. I was not close enough. I could not flick her in the forehead. Junie just goes, I hate that. Yeah, you don't hate that. It's it's good. It's good content. Good content. But nope. Train of thought's gone.
It's gone. It's off the
derailed.
rails. All right, so let's find a new rail. One thing that you mentioned to me before we went live is that you two are fans of anime. I am also a fan of anime.
Mhm.
I don't think I've actually heard you discuss anime at any length on at least the streams that I've tuned into. So, what are a couple of your favorites?
Do you want me to go first?
You go first, because your list is far longer than mine.
No, this is okay. I think I have figured out that my all-time favorite anime is probably Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, very fair, very
Uh,
fair.
I think it's probably the only shonen I've completed. Just because, well, no, I'm also still reading One Piece.
Everyone is still reading One
Yes,
Piece.
still reading One Piece. There's that. I really like Genyo Uebuchi's works too.
You?
Madoka and Psychopath Booster.
Mm.
Right.
Did you
yeah.
see the news that a
Um,
new Madoka film is going to be made in a year or two? Just like we're finally going to have more after the just
Hmm.
that was Rebellion. And I say this like Rebellion
I
was
like Rebellion.
Oh, I love Rebellion. I love Rebellion. I think it was a great film. I love what it did. but it's the type
Yeah.
of thing where you don't want that to be the end.
I actually,
Like, well, the thing is, I could
yes.
see it being the end, and for the longest time, I accepted it as the
Yes.
end.
Mhm.
It's not the ending I wanted, but I'm still the type that I can be like, okay, even if a series didn't go as I wanted it to, that's
Mhm.
okay. But now that I
Right.
know there's more, I am excited of, oh, maybe we will get a different ending than what we had.
Yeah. As Homer's character arc, I think it was a very good ending. But I am excited that there is a new Madoka movie coming out. I think there was a teaser they showed a really long time ago of Madoka in like a ballet dress that I've always been super excited about because I also watched Princess Tutu, so it kind of tied into that.
Gotcha.
But there's that, yeah. And then the new Madoka series. It's not even Madoka. It's
No,
just
it's
the
side
new...
stories. It's Magica Record.
Yeah.
I have not seen it, but
Yeah.
I know that it is not.
it's not-
It is
I mean-
canon, but it is not Madoka's story. It is
No,
in
it
the universe.
takes place. Yes, it takes place in another timeline or something, and focuses on totally different characters. But it's like seeing the anime. Like, I think it's still worth watching for the animation and seeing all the magical girls and how different they are.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's
the
not.
story
It's
is
not
kind
Madoka
of-
though.
yeah, the story is still compelling because it is a mystery as to what's going on, but I also don't think they explain the universe as well as like the original Madoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing Madoka for the
Yeah.
first time, and just it's kind of surprising how well it is held up, and just that it really has become sort of a modern classic.
Yeah, I mean it basically started the whole
Dark magical
edgy
girls
magical girl, yeah,
subgenre. Yeah, it was definitely the pioneer there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has done it as well as Madoka
No,
though.
many have tried though. Many have tried.
Yeah. I think Magical Girl Raising could have been a pretty decent contender, but then like they only cut it off at the first season and just it was like one of those things where, hey, watch the first season of the anime and then read the manga. So it
yes,
did not leave
the
off
classic
in a good
manga
note.
lures.
Yeah.
I hate Madoka, but that's just me.
Well, what do
You
you
don't like
like?
magical
What do you
girls,
like,
though.
Booster?
Speed Grapher
Hmm.
and Angel Egg and Galarian's Rion.
He's a hipster when it comes to
I'm not a
anime.
hipster.
I was like,
No.
I know Speed Grapher. I don't know the other two.
Galarian's Rion is a. Hold on.
Spell that out for me. I want to look this up.
Good
Galarian
questions.
Rion, R-E-O-N or
Yeah, Rion is R-I-O-N.
R-I-O-N?
Galarians. So G-A-L-E-R.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. So the first result for this is a game.
Yep, it's a game for the PS1, and then it got put into
Oh, 3-part
a,
OVA series. How about that?
No, it's a full-on movie.
Did they
Wait,
mesh the OVAs?
Did they mesh
into
it? That would be so much cooler.
That seems to be.
So
Yeah,
here's the
this
thing.
says CGI 3-part OVA based on the video game released in 2002, written by Chinfa Chang, directed by Masahiko Maesawa.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right, so check it out. Here's how good it is. All right, because this is how good it is.
It's so good, I always fall asleep.
No, it's just because you have no taste. But so the game or the movie follows the game, right? But even the boss fights in the movie follow the game's logic. And even glitches within the game that were commonly used to
What?
defeat the enemy are shown in the fucking
Okay,
movie.
I respect
It's
that.
so good.
I respect that a lot.
Like, okay, without giving anything away, one of the final bosses of the game, the best way to go around, the best way to not die is to like sit in this area where there's a table and the shrapnel that gets shot at you can't hit you, and they did that in the movie.
That's
And
fantastic.
every single boss fight in the movie follows the
Like
exact
optimal
logic and
strategies.
sequence. Yep, it's so good. So good. And also the cutscenes for the game and the movie are the same team.
Ooh, okay.
And so it's just pulled directly from the game. But here's the caveat to all of this.
It did not age well.
Yes, it did. Shut
I
up.
don't think it did.
Terrible.
Look, people got Uncanny Valley from like the Final Fantasy movie. You will definitely feel the
How?
Uncanny
It's
Valley.
it's PS1 era graphics.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh,
gonna get
I'm
Uncanny
looking
Valley
at the
from
cover
that.
art
Yeah.
from this series. Yeah, it's good for PS1 to its credit.
Mhm,
But
yes.
I can see where Ellie is going with it's too good for PS1 and still not good that it does fall into the Uncanny Valley, at least from what I'm seeing on the
Okay,
game's
fair
cover
enough.
art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well. Yeah. The caveat though is that you have to watch the movie in English, right? With the MTV dub.
The what though?
I know a
The
fair
MTV
bit about
dub.
dubbing histories.
Oh.
I did not know that MTV had a dubbing
Oh.
department in the day.
Man, let's talk about that for a
Oh,
second. So
boy.
MTV back in 2004, 2004 to 6. I was with Ellie, so it had to have been 6 to 18.
Yeah.
Hold on. MTV anime.
Booster giving a boomer lesson. Yeah.
Block. 2000s.
Did they?
They did
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Holy
I don't remember
cow.
exactly when, and I can't find it. But they did a block of anime, right?
Mhm.
Where they showed anime for like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. It was a 6-hour block. Yeah, because it was like it started in the at 10
Anyway,
o'clock, and then it
yes.
would go into like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Anyway, go on.
But some shows that were there were like Heat Guy J, Aeon Flux, Rain, which was anime about Alexander the Great. Just random weird anime. There was one, Dead Leaves. I don't know if you know what Dead Leaves is.
Oh, I
Do not.
Oh yeah.
It's by Trigger.
Mm.
What was
A guy
Trigger?
has a
Next.
golden drill dick, stuff like that. Normal stuff. But they would play all this really weird alternative anime, and one anime that they played, or one movie night that they played, Galarian's Realm, the movie, which is where I first saw it, with an anime or with a new soundtrack. Like the dub was the same as it always was, but they got rid of the original music.
Oh yeah.
And they added like at the time popular metal music and rock music, which greatly enhanced the movie. Even though the original used actual music from the game, this one made everything just better. Another thing that they did, actually, now that I think about it, is they dubbed Volcano High, which was a like live action shonen anime, but it was live action. But they had a whole bunch of rappers dub over it. That was funny. Never heard Lil Wayne be, what's his name? Suichi-chan. That was great.
Wow. So, and I'm looking at the cast list from this. This was not some, third-rate dub cast. They had the lead character was Dave Wittenberg, who most people probably know as Kakashi from Naruto, and
Oh, okay.
Carrie Walgreen, who most people will know as Haruko from FLCL.
And what's her face from Avatar: Last Airbender?
Also in there, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. There are a lot of very large people in there.
Well, it was
Surprised you
MTV and back in the day, and they had money back in the day. They don't have it now, but they did once upon a time.
At one point, yeah.
Dude, apparently G4 is still a thing.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
know that?
G4 is actively being revived. It's they're leaning into the
here-
fact that they're old now. Like Adam
Did you
Sessler
guys? Yes.
is graying visibly, but he's still a good broadcaster for what it's worth.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and they
Yes.
signed Code Miko. Saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
like
cute.
they're actually doing this. It's not clear if
Wait. I didn't know that Code Miko was going to be a host.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, they
That's
announced that like
huge.
2 weeks ago or something. Yep.
Okay.
That's how I even know G4 was still a thing. I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Will they bring back Cinematech?
Not
Oh,
sure.
that'd be interesting.
It's
They
also
want
not entirely
Cinematech
clear
back.
if they're going to be back as, a proper, well, quote unquote, proper
Network.
broadcast network
Podcast,
again.
yeah.
Or if they're going to be doing is it all going to be streaming content? At this point in
Yeah.
time, they are just doing pre-recorded content, but they're doing a fair amount of it. So,
Yeah.
they have a YouTube channel that's been churning out videos. They have active social media profiles. So it is up and running in a sense. They aren't doing, broadcasts right now, but all indications are that they will be doing more. It's just not entirely clear what their business plan is. But the G4 brand is in use, and it still carries an amount of clout. I don't know how much clout, but it's got
I feel
some.
like, how many people nowadays remember G4?
That's the thing. It just
yeah.
Fuck that. How
Uh.
many people remember Tech TV?
Yeah.
oof.
I'm
I
not
feel
like-
like G4 as a band would do better as like a streaming or like a YouTubing
Yeah.
channel.
I'm just one of those people that is very much on the bandwagon of broadcast TV is going the way of the dodo,
Oh
as
yeah.
it
Oh
should.
yeah.
and that just
Yeah.
It's
streaming
Go ahead.
content is where it's going to be because you aren't beholden to a schedule. That
Yeah.
I had a whole rant about this with one of my previous guests, where basically there's so many things that we have nowadays that simply would not exist if we did not have streaming, because there aren't enough hours in the day. Even if a channel was going to broadcast something brand new every hour, never do reruns, never have infomercials, 24/7, nonstop. There's so many things because there's a limited number of hours in the day and the week. There's so many
Yeah.
things that get made now that wouldn't have the chance to hit the airwaves if they were limited by conventional broadcast. And why would companies, turn down the ability to potentially have more hits?
Yeah. It's so weird though, because like I definitely agree that conventional broadcasting is on its way out, but like the way that like ad revenue is still incorporated into like streaming and online content is still regarded in the same traditional sense as tradition of broadcasting is, which I don't think makes sense at all.
No, well, but
Like
the thing is, that's all people have to go off of because it's such uncharted
Yeah.
territory. So it makes sense that that's what they use as their basis. But I do very much agree that it's not a good basis, and it is one that is difficult for companies to divorce themselves from.
Yes. Because it's like, I've talked a little bit about this while I've been streaming. But it's like, part of the reason why I feel like Booster and I have to cut back on our cursing so much is because saying stuff like fuck or motherfucker on stream is a very good cause for us to lose monetization if we whenever we do get monetized. But it's just like, it's the internet. No one cares. Not really. And then not only that, but we're already marked as not a channel, not for kids.
Yeah.
So I feel like on top of that, it just doesn't make sense for us, or for people like us to like not get that revenue just because we say one word.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not offensive.
That is weird. That is
Yeah.
really weird. I haven't thought about it like that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Corporations
what about you?
weird.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of online services have been able to stay away from that kind of thinking though. Like all the YouTube sponsorships that you see, like maybe Boxu or like Dollar Shave Club or whatever, what have you, that you see YouTubers getting sponsored by all the time, have no not to care so much about stuff like that, luckily, but like more traditional companies, like say whatever cereal brand or whatever, are still just like nah.
And I guess on that sort of tangent there of businesses and whatnot, so were you two into, you know, I guess analytics and marketing mindsets prior to getting involved with the JCC, or is that something that Jusagi dragged you into?
I think I knew I had a sense of marketing, but I don't think I have the mindset to like be totally into like marketing and focusing on our numbers definitely stresses me out. So I don't want. So I definitely push that more onto like Booster and
Well, yeah.
Jusagi.
So as far as that goes, we the three of us, we spent March and most of April. Well, no, we spent March focusing on our numbers, right? Learning, you know, trying to hit our goals that we have to get JC, you know, going. That really messed up Ellie quite a lot. It took a negative toll on her. And Jusagi too actually got really stressed out about it. I got stressed, but the really annoying thing about like, and I say this as if they've said that I'm annoying, but I would imagine it's annoying, is that like while I take this seriously, in my eyes, I've had my limelight, so I don't take the streaming as seriously as I probably should all the time. So in March, it was kind of just up to them to handle the really heavy numbers, because I didn't do too much on my end. But then we kind of reconstructed everything, and we learned that Ellie's better as like the third member of the council. Like whenever we decide a big decision, we'll go to Ellie about it, because she has a lot of foresight when it comes to stuff like that. And me and Jusagi can just handle the numbers by ourselves, and we'll you know take care of the numbers, do what we got to do. But yeah, I guess it's taken us a while to get into our roles, if you will.
So essentially, Booster and Jusagi are like the idea and pushing stuff
Idea and
out.
marketing.
Yeah. Whereas I
Basically
am
the president of the company.
I'm more like the voice of reason. I'm like, if they are having trouble making a decision on something, I'll be like, look, this is what I see happening and what could
You're the
be
insightful
happening.
advisor.
Like, yeah.
It really just
Essentially,
works
yeah.
out. It's really interesting how things have ended up working out for us.
Yeah, but like that's why you make such a good team, that you were able to figure out and just sort of work through different speed bumps and things and figure out, okay, so this focus on analytics, even if it maybe paid off in numbers, ultimately was not a good strategy for you all, and that you have been adapting and growing into your own roles and figuring out, all right, where are the times and places to lean on each other for particular things that you have your individual strengths in.
Yeah.
March was fucking rough.
Yeah.
I'll say that now. March was fucking ass, dude. It was terrible.
Well, glad that
April
things are
was...
beyond that at the very least. That hey, at least you learned from it and you came out alive on the other side, or at least in Booster's case, undead.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're kicking it. We're kicking it hard.
Yeah,
now.
April was better, and May's definitely a lot better.
Yeah,
that's great. So,
yep.
Do you know the next time that you're going to be rolling out something with Violet?
Not really. I'm sure we're going to do another Animal Crossing stream at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know when. Is that going to be this month?
Probably sometime this month.
Yeah, okay, so we'll do another Animal Crossing stream this month. Oh, that's another thing. Actually, you reminded me of something else we're doing for the Twitch stream.
Oh?
You know how Jusagi likes to show porn on his YouTube channel whenever he plays Darkest Dungeon?
I don't know.
Right.
Have you seen that?
I've heard the stories. I have not seen.
Yeah, well, so we're gonna do Darkest Dungeon on the Twitch stream, but we're just not gonna fucking censor it. I mean, he already doesn't censor it very well, so I mean, it's not gonna be that much different. But you
No,
know, it'll be
we
there.
talked about using Violet for
Yeah.
something like that, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I might use Violet for it for Darkest Dungeon. We haven't decided exactly if we will or not, but that's something you can look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's gonna be great. And then other than that, I mean, I might start using Violet while I play games by myself. I don't know.
Well, wait a minute,
there's
but
a
it
lot
requires
of stuff.
user input and whatnot for the writing. So, would you be how are you going to be playing a game and typing in and managing the inputs at the same time?
I wonder if I could say it. Can I say it?
What? He has experience.
I have
Yeah,
I have
he has
tons of
experience.
with Violet. That's not what I was talking about. Let's just say Jusagi and I and Ellie are not the only ones in the VTuber community that uses Violet.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
have.
there's a certain
A
person
mystery
simp
person.
for.
Oh my.
that I simp for very, very hard that may also benefit from using Violet and can do so while she plays games.
Well, there you go. I guess maybe I'm
Wait, so can we
overestimating
not
the
say-
UI complexity.
Yeah, there's a lot of back end that no one's seen.
Yeah.
And when it gets more, when Violet Dev gets everything sorted out to the point where we can start getting more beta testers on it, that's what we'll do. And I think you yourself, I think, will benefit from it as well, believe it or not, because I was thinking about it. Imagine you ask a question, right, to your guest.
Oh, and basically to
And
be able
then
to
you can
update
just-
the Chiron.
Yep. And that way everyone can even see it, and so they'll know what question they're responding to if they jump in at any particular point in time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, to be honest, because I know I could probably do that if I just, set up some text label here in OBS. It would require me to do some
Yeah.
on-the-fly editing, but, that's a bit of an annoying thing to do. So if there was something that was more integrated and just easier to work with, that I can just, enter the thing, click a button, and boom, it's done, and I don't need to bring up extra windows, that'd be very, very interesting.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking forward to. Stuff like that. I'm very excited for it. But with having said all that, nope, I forgot where I was going to go
Whoop.
with that. Never mind.
And there it goes. And it's gone.
And yep, that's me.
That's Booster.
Well, don't worry, I still have backups. So one thing that we were discussing before we went live is, Booster, you seem to think that you have some very controversial opinions on a very important matter, that being this highly controversial topic that we have, dear listeners and viewers, is the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah. All right. So, Jusagi said it best. The enjoyment of that fucking movie is directly proportional to how much you know and like Mortal Kombat 1 through 9.
It's true.
If you hate or if you love 10 and 11, you'll love it. It'll be the best thing ever. But if you hate 10 and 11 as harshly as I do, because I fucking hate them, there's a lot of reasons. Not all of them I'll go into, but there's a lot of reasons why I hate it.
Now, I've seen the movie, and I have not played any significant amount of Mortal Kombat outside of arcades. Like, I've played bits and pieces. I've played, every so often when I would go to a friend's house, I might play Mortal Kombat, usually get my ass handed to me. But I don't know any of the lore. I really don't know anything about the world. So I went into this movie blind and just looking for a fun time, and I had a fun time.
Yeah,
On the
same.
sliding scale of game movie adaptations, I thought it was above average. Not the best I've ever seen, but I don't feel like it was time wasted. Not something I'm gonna, buy on Blu-ray or something, but I thought it was an enjoyable enough way to spend a couple of hours. But I have no
Yeah.
context for anything, and I still recognize the characters in that were thin, the plot was thinner, and it really was just about the fatalities. But for you, Booster, as someone who is obviously...
shit.
But for you, Booster, as someone who's, invested and knows the franchise very well, obviously, you did not take to it.
No, it was really bad. I won't go into all the reasons because they are some pretty controversial reasons as to why I fucking hate that movie. But basically, they did not pay respect to the characters in any civilized way. They
killed off the best character.
Which one?
Kano.
They killed off a lot of characters. Kano had to die. That was going to happen. But beyond that, Kano's a fucking bastardization of who he's supposed to be anyway. It wasn't some...
At least he was a fun
I mean,
one.
he was also... yeah.
'Cause that's the problem that I had with the film, was there was a lot of very flat performances, and to be fair, it was flat dialogue. I don't think the actors had much to work with.
Well, it's like, why the fuck was Liu Kang not the fucking main character, for starters?
Yeah.
Liu Kang has always been the main... Why did they make some...
Who is
OC?
Cole? Even I know that Cole isn't canon.
Can't he... Don't you love that his fucking power was friendship bracelet?
Well, no, his power was literal plot armor.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
literal plot
From a
armor.
friendship
It was
bracelet
so
or whatever. Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
And there was more than that. There was more than that. Like Melina. Don't even get me started on Melina. So much was wrong with a literal plot important character. It basically delegated to being, hey, here's freaking Grunt 3. Let me just kill you. I can't be serious without getting too angry over this. That's how much I hate that game. No
Movie.
I was close.
Well, in that case, I certainly won't tell you that they signed a 5-movie deal.
Did they really?
Yeah.
You are fucking kidding me, right?
No.
He's so angry. He's so angry.
It's not locked in that they're going to make. It was 4 or 5. It was 4 or 5, but it has been reported that the actor that played Sub-Zero signed a contract for, it was up to 4 or 5, pending on the success of the first, and at least commercially, from what I hear, like, it's so difficult to even gauge without a proper box office return if a streaming movie is successful or not. From what I have seen and read, it feels like it was successful, but there's not really much public information that you can point to and say, it earned X amount of dollars and it can be registered as a success in that way. So I don't know if you will have to suffer more or not, but I would say that if I were gambling, I would say that you're going to have to suffer through at least one more.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to squeeze 5 out of it, but I think they'll get a sequel.
They'll fucking try. Well,
Definitely ended in the manner that.
I hate it.
It was very obviously engineered to be the kickoff of a franchise.
Yeah, well, hopefully it fails and everyone goes bankrupt and becomes hopeless. Fucking hated it. Sonya was good though.
Okay, I suppose. What is your favorite game movie?
Silent Hill.
Oh, okay.
The first one, not the second one.
Is that the one with the lady cop?
Yeah, it's the one with the lady cop. Like, besides the lady cop, besides the character change of Harry.
I have not played or seen Silent Hill. I don't like horror stuff, so I am not qualified to give commentary.
Well, besides the change from Harry to the mom, Harry being the main character of the first game, and the inclusion of Pyramid Head, which of course they had to put in Pyramid Head. Whatever. I'm not gonna complain about Pyramid Head being in there. It was pretty close to the original story, and that was cool. Well, I don't know, Jusagi, you played the first game, I think, because it's not the kind of horror game that would scare you, because it doesn't have jump scares. Well, we'll talk about that. I don't think that they changed much.
Nope, it's too scary.
Well,
Too
guess
scared
what
of
we're
dandelions, Booster.
playing. No, we're playing Silent Hill on stream.
Oh,
'Cause we're gonna
boy.
play Silent Hill Homecoming together. It's gonna happen. Hey, you heard it here first. JCC special.
Again.
Booster and Jusagi play Silent Hill Homecoming.
I had to sit there with the first Bioshock because he was so scared, remember?
Yeah, I know. And now that's a thing that keeps happening.
Oh.
Oh, it's so great.
Did you get to see Sonic the Hedgehog before theaters closed?
No, I didn't. I really should have seen it.
I think it's on HBO.
It's on HBO.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I saw it and
Honestly.
I actually thought it was really good. Like,
I
not
have
going to
heard
win any
it's a
awards,
very
but it
good-
was just, it was a fun movie that knew what it wanted to be. Jim Carrey was in his element.
Yeah, I heard that it was a very good Sonic movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like-
I thought it was very good, and they've set up a sequel for that one as well, and they've confirmed that the sequel is in active production, so there will be more there.
The posters have come out. Or not posters, pictures have come out. Eggman's getting his mustache growing out more.
Oh yeah,
Knuckles.
I won't go too far into spoiler territory, but by the end of the movie, Robotnik is not the way that he starts.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And then freaking Knuckles is in it.
Oh,
Or
it's-
echidnas are in it, which show that Knuckles will be, and Tails is apparently in it too.
Yeah, that I'll say this much because it is literally opening scene content. Sonic starts in his world, which is occupied
Mhm.
by echidnas and other fantastical things, that the creatures of Sonic's world. And there is an ongoing war in that world. And baby Sonic is sent to Earth by his guardian, who is not a hedgehog. That Sonic was found by, I think it was an owl of some sort. Not a recognizable character
Oh,
from the
wow.
franchise. And
They're going to the Archie comics?
I guess.
Huh.
And that he was
Yeah,
sent
no,
to
that-
Earth, and that like I said, first 5 minutes of stuff there. So
Yeah.
they're working with that parallel world dynamic, and it's obvious that while all of the film really happened on Earth, that ultimately they plan to incorporate these multiple realms.
That's
Okay.
kind of cool. Yeah, that sounds really awesome, actually. I'll watch it at some point. Kat, you need to stop coming up here now, Mona. Okay? Just stop trying to get up on this desk.
Don't worry, that's not going to be the first time that a cat has crashed my interviews.
Yeah. She's been doing it this entire time, just jumping up here. Trying to
Usually
get some
she's just
photos.
asleep.
Yeah, usually she's just asleep about now. Just about. Anyway, but yeah, Silent Hill is my favorite movie. Well, Galarians, I guess, counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, technically,
okay,
yeah.
sure, I'll count that.
Because that's technically based on the game. So yeah, Galarians then, I guess.
Ellie, what about you?
Favorite movie game?
yeah.
I don't think.
Have I watched? I
don't
don't
think
know
you
how
have
many
one.
I've watched. What is out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I just see Mario for the lols?
Mario? God.
I
I can't wait for the director's cut.
Wait, what?
I respect the contrarian answer.
Wait, no, hold on. I wasn't joking. The guys, there's a supercut coming out.
Wait,
It's
there is?
basically the Snyder. It's the Snyder cut
Oh my
of the
God.
Mario Brothers movie.
Why
so,
is that a thing?
So here's what happened. A director or someone on the production team of the Mario Brothers movie found or auctioned off a VHS that basically had 2 hours of cut content
Oh
from the movie,
my.
Wow.
and someone is putting it all together
Huh, okay.
and is going to release it soon. So
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
The Tomb Raider movie did come out, but I didn't watch it.
I did not
I
see that
guess
one, but I
the-
heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, I watched the original Tomb Raider movies, and that was fine. Although I never played the original Tomb Raider, so I don't know.
You would like it, but I don't know why you won't play it.
Because I already played the newer ones. Oh wait, the Uncharted movie's coming out though.
Yes, yeah, because that has
super excited about
What do
Spider-Man.
you mean Uncharted
Has
movie? It's
Tom
already
Holland.
done.
Okay, yes. Yeah. Oh, I don't. No, actually, he does kind of. Oh, at first, I was not that happy that Tom Holland was gonna be playing Drake. Like, he's a good actor, but like I was
Wait,
just
as
like,
in skeevy Spider-Man,
not
dude?
skeevy. He is the
He's the new one, the young one.
Spider-Man, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So I'm like,
What?
but like, I think I saw him in costume though, and he looks really good. So I'm like, I am cautiously optimistic.
That's about where I am with it. That they're obviously
Yeah.
putting the money into it.
No.
That this isn't just a cheap, random thing of okay, you know, we're gonna see what we can do.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I'm hopeful there. And then there's the Last of Us movie, which is gonna have Pedro Pascal
no.
and Maisie Williams, I think it is.
I forgot that was gonna be. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
who
don't care
cares
about that.
Last of Us? It's already a fucking movie.
I like the first game, but like, as a movie, I'm just like,
If it's Naughty Dog, I probably hate it. Let's put it that way.
even though I like Naughty Dog.
For some fucking reason. But yeah. God, I can't believe you like Naughty Dog so much.
I like the Uncharted series. It's really
well,
good.
look, the first Uncharted is fine. I hate the rest of them.
The fourth one is good.
I don't.
The fourth one is with his brother.
Yeah.
The fourth one, I went into it just because I wanted another Uncharted game.
Just played Tomb Raider.
But shut up. I did. But anyway, I want
original
more.
Tomb Raiders.
Anyway. But like, I heard that like a lot of the like, I think it was the director change, and then they added like the brother, and it was just like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about the story, but it'll be
I have
fun.
not paid that close attention to the production, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I was very cautious going into the fourth game, but like the story and like the new characters are great and amazing, and I love it. It probably is my favorite Uncharted game, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because I haven't played the other ones recent enough to like remember a whole lot. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one
So,
thing
yeah.
I do know you enjoy, Ellie, and I'm not actually sure what Booster's opinion on it, but you're a Harry Potter fan, and honestly, looking at your design,
yes.
having learned that you like Harry Potter, I'm now seeing it. Were the design influences on your model deliberate?
We had zero control over the design.
Well, no. So my, I guess original Papa, he did ask for some of my insights, and I was just like, I want the hair up, I want glasses, and maybe a hat.
Yep.
Everything else was kind of what he came up with. He knew I wanted like necromancy stuff, like the bones and stuff, and like he tried to incorporate magical girl stuff into it, but that didn't really work out. But like, if anything, it's not really Harry Potter inspired. Maybe I see a lot more Homura
Yep.
than I
Yeah.
do anything else.
Okay, yeah, I can see that now that you say it.
Yeah.
But we didn't design like the pinstripe and the dress and like. Hold on, where are you? Let's scoot you up a little bit. No,
Nope.
wrong one. There you
Whoop.
go. Like that one, like that there, the dress. Yeah, we didn't design any of that. That was all what our friend did.
Yeah.
The garter belts and everything. The shoes. We didn't come up with any of that. That was all him.
Well, it
And,
turned out nicely.
Oh,
Yes.
he did an amazing job. He did an absolutely amazing job.
Cause I had we have Umbrit who did the original art, and then my Vroid Papa.
Yeah, who stays anonymous forever.
Yes,
Mhm.
'cause he wants to be.
He
But
wants
yeah,
to be
this is
anonymous.
it was his first Vroid model he ever made,
Yeah,
surprisingly. So yeah,
Wow,
and
good
now
first run.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and now he's endeavored to try to make more. So
Yeah.
we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. We'll see what happens. But
So, which of the
Yeah.
Harry Potter books is your favorite?
I think my favorite one is probably Goblet of Fire because I like see how much it expanded the universe and then
Mm.
seeing all the different trials
Yeah.
was super fun.
Now, do you have
I think my
a
favorite.
do you have a favorite
Go ahead.
movie? Does that differ from the books?
It's my favorite movie is definitely not Goblet of Fire because they definitely had to cut a lot of things out
Yeah,
of it.
that was when they started
And,
having to really chop things.
Oh yeah, they there was one specific scene that I really remember in the books, in the maze from Goblet of Fire where he encounters the.
The Sphinx?
Is it Sphinx?
Yeah,
Yes,
the riddles.
that they took out. Yeah, and it wasn't in the movies. I was so upset about that. So there's that. My favorite movie, maybe the first one, just because that just like set the entire thing.
Very fair there,
And
yeah.
they did a really good job. Yeah, that and as a kid, I did try to read the books before the movies, but like with how weird the names were, I just could not get into it. So
Mm.
I started off watching the movies first, and then once I figured out everyone's names, I went back to read all of the books. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely the movies that started everything for
So-
me.
My mother was a teacher for a very long time, and so she would always, get book recommendations just from work and from colleagues, and so she caught wind of Harry Potter while it was still in its initial boom over in Britain before it really hit
Oh.
stateside.
Nice.
And so the story goes that I was just a couple years too young at this point in time, but I had a cousin who was not. So she got a copy of the first book, gave it to my aunt, who gave it to my cousin, and my mother got a call from my aunt the next morning asking, "Where did you get that book?" And my mother panics because she's like, "Oh gosh, I didn't read that book. I just got it on a recommendation. I hope it's all right." And and my aunt says, "He finished it in a night. I need to know if there's more."
Wow.
And the first time
Wow.
it was read to me, I didn't like it because I only got read the first chapter, and the first chapter is boring.
Yeah.
But then
Mhm.
like a year or so later, it was before the first movie came out, but I think the first movie had been announced when I finally gave it another shot and then really enjoyed it and fell into it from there. And so I think I read them at release starting with like the 5th book.
Huh. Okay.
Wait. Starting at the 5th book.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the fifth book is Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Order of the Phoenix. Okay, that's not a bad place to start off with. I guess.
No. So
'cause,
I
like-
read everything in order. It was
Oh,
that
okay.
the 5th book was the first book that I read at release.
Oh yeah. That was When the fifth, I remember when the 5th book released, it was like a huge deal because there was like that gap between
4 and 5.
Goblet of Fire, and Order of the Phoenix.
And I went to the midnight release of the 7th book. I didn't do midnight releases for 5 or 6, but I picked those up, within a week of release.
Oh yeah.
And but like my father, one of my siblings, and I went to. It was a Barnes and Noble that had midnight release for the last book, and we covered our ears as we ran back to the car because we had heard stories because there were stories after the 6th book's released of people shouting spoilers in the parking lot.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we had to be cautious on our way back to the car.
Yeah. That was a time.
Yeah,
That was a great time.
It was so great.
It was.
I miss time.
So, do you know which house? Have you done like the Pottermore test or anything?
I always get split decisions between Ravenclaw and Slytherin.
Okay, yeah, I see. I definitely see that actually. Yeah. But
What about you?
Booster and I. So I keep getting different. I've never gotten Slytherin as a result. But so the first time I did the Pottermore test, I had a decision between Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
I think I ended up choosing Ravenclaw, but then I took it like a couple years after that, and it got Gryffindor. So it changes a lot for me, I guess, depending on where I am in life.
Always get Slytherin.
Yep, Booster is. Yep.
Fucking time.
Yep.
Don't even like it.
But we are planning on doing like a just chatting stream, going over all of the Pottermore tests. So not just like the Hogwarts houses, but the Ilvermorny houses and
Oh, neat,
stuff,
'cause
and like the
I only
Patronus.
followed
Yeah.
Pottermore for literally its like week of release. I don't remember
Yeah.
what I got on that test. I just at release there was not enough content on there to keep my attention, so I just dropped it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me know when that stream is because I'm curious because I've not actually seen the Fantastic Beasts films, but I do mean to get
Yeah,
around
you
to
don't
them.
need to.
Yeah, you
No,
don't. Yeah,
you
don't
don't.
watch the
I-
film.
Just
I've
don't do
heard
it.
they're okay, and I'm just sort of
No.
I've got this perverse interest of I want to know, but I know not to expect anything great from them.
Yeah, it's like with a name like Fantastic Beasts, you think it focused more on the animals on the universe, but then they ended up focusing or shifting their focus onto like the
Lore.
Grindelwald. Yeah,
Which kind of sucked.
yeah, and then like Johnny Depp isn't even coming back for the next.
Yeah, now it's gonna be
film or whatever.
Mads Mikkelsen, I think. Or was that
Oh,
was that a
okay, I'm
different
okay
film
with
that he
that.
was replaced with? I know that
I
some
don't know.
project replaced Depp with Mikkelsen. I could be wrong that
Yeah.
it's Fantastic Beasts though.
It could be that though. I don't know. I mean, that's a better replacement though, in my opinion. But yeah. So it was just disappointing as a movie, and then like everything after the initial books were just because have you read or seen Cursed Child?
I have not.
Oh God.
It's not. It's so bad. Like I still want to see the play because I want to see how they like do all the spells and everything in the play setting rather than like a movie set. But like it was just like a bad fanfic.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that it feels like certified fanfic, and I did just check. It is Mads
Yeah.
Mikkelsen who will be playing Grindelwald,
Ooh, nice.
and I do like Mads Mikkelsen. First time I saw him was
Yeah.
in Sherlock, I think.
He
Was
in
it Sherlock?
Oh, oh no, wait, that might have been the other Mikkelsen. Dang
Yeah,
it.
I don't think.
The first, I know. I think my exposure to him was
Hannibal.
Hannibal. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the Hannibal
Oh,
series.
sorry. It was Lars Mikkelsen that was in Sherlock.
Oh.
Wrong one. Wrong
Oh,
Mikkelsen.
I think that's his brother.
Yeah,
Isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking.
But he was one of the James.
He was not Moriarty.
What's
he was
it? No.
Magnuson.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen was a villain in the what's it films?
The What's It films.
Casino Royale.
Oh yeah. James
Oh,
Bond.
James
yes.
Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as wanting to know when that just chatting stream, I think we actually know.
It'll be next week.
It's-
Oh, wow, real
did you say
soon.
Thursday?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be on Twitter.
I think we discussed having the doing that on Twitter on Thursday next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
and that's something that you've never heard before on your channel. Yeah, we'll be streaming on Twitter. It's Thursday.
Yeah, about that, because I know you had a test stream of it recently. I was not able to tune in for it, but how did it go?
It was wild.
It was so interesting.
The only thing I know from seeing the VOD on it is that you weren't able to see chat.
No, okay. So Twitter streaming does have a chat function, but it doesn't work. It's not functional. It kind of works, but not really. So what we ended up doing was integrating our Discord chat into it instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like chat worked, but you just had to go into the server. We made a separate channel just for like Twitter streaming, and that worked so well. Not only that, but like because we use Discord, people could use all of our emotes, and if they had Nitro, they could use whatever other emotes
that's
they had.
great. And
Yeah.
and you were able to engineer it such that all this would appear on the stream beside you.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
And it was transparent, and no one else has done what we've done.
That's so cool.
It's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it changes a lot on the funnel aspect.
Yeah, because like I think most of our following is on Twitter right now.
Yeah, most of the followers are on Twitter. So here's the excuse me. Here's the thing. Not everyone has access to this Twitter streaming.
Yeah.
But Jusagi does, and we don't know how Jusagi does. And
Dark magic.
Dark magic, basically. So what we do really is we stream. Oh, we vanished on your stream.
Ah,
No, we came back.
sorry, my bad.
We're back.
I realized what I did there.
You're fine.
I switched a window for a second to check something, and the way I did it messes with that, so I will avoid that. My bad, as you were saying.
No,
That's fine.
you're good. So effectively, we have a monopoly, if you will, to stream on Twitter. But even if someone else figured out how to stream on Twitter, me and Jusagi custom made the chat applet, specifically like for our Discord server, and it's a whole, like, if you look in the JCC right now. Oh wait, no, you wouldn't be able to see it. I can fix that. Give me a sec. Boom, boom, boom. Sploosh.
But
There you
it's
go.
essentially a public.
There right under, yeah, exactly, Ellie. Right underneath where it says what is JCC Gen 1, there is a chat called Twitter chat. And that is what shows up on any and all Twitter streams. But anyway, so that is that.
Yeah.
That's how we got it to work, but we're not going to go straight into
How?
how
Although,
we've
like,
done it.
It is like without actually knowing what they had to go through, I can understand why no one really streams on Twitter, because apparently there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to actually like
Yes.
start streaming. There's like lots of links or something. I don't know.
Now
Yeah.
I've copied
Yeah,
the Discord thing from Jusagi's profile, so I'm throwing that in the chat. So if
thank
anyone
you.
wants to join the JCC Discord, that is a just weirdly formatted link. But when I did the copy link address from Jusagi's
Yeah.
profile, that's how it came up. So there you go. But don't worry, if you're watching the VOD of this, I'm going to be including links to Booster, Ellie's, and the JCC Discord in the video
thank
description.
you.
So that's all going to be baked in there. You don't need to worry about squinting to read whatever the heck is in that little chat box.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, for as much of a, I guess, surprise stream as it was, no, it was a great time.
There was a lot of people that showed up too, way more than we expected.
Well, yeah, because I guess the thing about Twitter streaming, at least in concept, is the fact that people can just stumble upon it as they're scrolling through their feed and be like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to pop in
It's
for a second here.
stream. Yeah.
And
Yep.
that is still
Like-
such a rarity that
Yeah.
it's going to be eye-catching, especially if you can make it obvious that it is a stream and not just a recorded video. And to be fair, even
That's
recorded
true.
videos are still going to be pretty eye-catching and get you a fair amount of traction. And then if people stumble in and realize, oh, it's actually not a video, it's a live stream, that's still a win.
Yeah.
That is a win, yeah.
A lot of people stumbled onto it thinking it was it, because when you see the Twitter post, it looks like it's just formatted as a video. So when people clicked on it, they were like, wait, what's going on? And then reading Jusagi's caption with the stream, they're like, wait, what? And like a lot of people who showed up were already in the Discord, and so they saw the new channel, and they were like, hey, is this going on right now? And then they saw their thing pop up in the chat, and they were like, what?
Yeah, that was super great.
Yeah.
That was
So
super-
it was definitely a experience.
It was experience, and one that I think is valuable.
Has a lot of
Yeah.
potential for sure.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think what was also holding Twitter streaming back before we were able to figure everything out was the fact that the Twitter chat function was not a good function.
It was not
a good
functional.
function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with us being able to figure that out, I think it definitely opens up a lot of possibilities for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that
Super
having it
lot even.
in Discord there. Well, it's, I guess the question becomes, how does one do that if they're on mobile? Is that possible? Because, maybe you just flip between apps really quickly?
Yeah.
It's obviously much easier if you're on desktop, but you can't be looking at Twitter and at Discord at the same time on mobile.
That's true. I did look at it on my phone while we were streaming, and it's supposed to function kind of like how a YouTube video works, where you're supposed to be able to minimize the video while doing other stuff. So theoretically, you can still be on Discord while watching the stream, but it didn't actually work out that way. So that's maybe something that I guess we can't figure out because that's more of a programming thing on Twitter's end.
Yeah, that is a platform-based issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it'll at least get people talking about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And get the word out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Thursdays are a bit busy for me, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to tune into it. But so do you have a way to save Twitter streams? So if I go back on your profile afterwards, because I admittedly have not scrolled through to see if the VOD exists, but I take it does.
It stays up there.
Yeah, it stays up there as a VOD.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Pivot Hitsuji. Sorry, I missed that you followed. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, Pivot did. Oh, cool. Hey, Pivot.
But yeah, other than that, we do still post it on our YouTube channel as well as an official VOD. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm really interested to see how that goes, because just not only for the JCC, but streaming in general, I've always been kind of surprised by the fact that Twitter doesn't have it, because even Facebook does. And to be fair, Facebook streaming is not particularly great and has not taken, despite the fact that Facebook has been very much trying, that Facebook's putting in the effort, even if it's not quite getting the traction. But Twitter's just not put in the effort, it feels like.
I think they did initially when it rolled out, but
then they dropped it.
Yeah,
they've absolutely
people weren't either using it or didn't realize it was a thing, or because if it was the same setup that we had to use yesterday, it's just a pain in the ass.
Straight up.
So I could,
but it doesn't feel like they've been investing in it to improve it, or if they have, it's been a very quiet effort.
Yes, I heard that they were supposed to actually get rid of the function, so I don't know if it was just well, no one knows it's a thing, so we'll just leave it up and leave it as just
it costs us more to remove it than to keep it up.
Yeah. It was actually in the Discord server. People were talking about it a while ago.
And how they removed it?
They were supposed to remove it, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah.
I wonder if Periscope is part of it. I don't know. Well, we'll figure that out.
I haven't heard the name Periscope in some time.
Right?
God, that thing is a flash in the pan. You think TikTok or Vine is a flash in the pan? Periscope, that's a flash in the pan.
Periscope
I don't even know what Periscope is.
It was Twitter's try it a streaming app.
Oh.
Yeah. It was all right, but it like Jay said, it was there and then it was gone.
Oh. This is probably before I started using Twitter then.
Yeah. It absolutely was. Last year or the year before.
Okay.
Something like that. Anyway.
Goodness, so we've been going actually for 2 hours and 15 minutes now, so I don't want to keep you up too late, but I have still been enjoying this. So did you have something else, Booster?
All I was going to ask was actually, I was going to go back to the anime question earlier.
Oh, please.
Okay.
What's yours?
Code Geass.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh shit! Taste. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Yes, I have Booster.
Shit taste or oh shit. Taste?
No,
oh shit,
I was
taste.
Yeah.
I was expecting terrible taste out of Jay, but
I know.
Well, wait a minute. Why were you expecting terrible taste from me?
I just expect the worst. Just at all times.
Yeah, no. So Code Geass, I'm not going to call it a perfect series, but damn did I enjoy it.
It's a good one though.
It's got good action.
I used to hate it.
I like smart characters and ones that have like good twists. Like Death Note was one of my first favorite animes.
Ooh, yeah.
And I still think that Death Note has held up pretty well over time. Again, not going to call it perfect. I don't think anything's perfect. But even if it's a bit of a meme and a stereotypical answer, I think it's a gold standard for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Death Note?
Yeah.
Or Code Geass?
Death Note.
I think Death Note.
I think Death Note
yeah,
is.
Death Note is
good.
definitely better than Code Geass.
Dude, Death Note's only good for exactly the chapters up until L dies, and then it all falls apart.
Yeah, that is the prevailing opinion. And I agree that everything with L in it is better than everything with Nier in it. I still enjoyed the stuff with Nier, but the thing, it's just L was something special. And the sheer lack of it makes anything by comparison look bad. I don't think it's that Nier is inherently bad or that the storytelling from there was inherently bad. I think it's that L was just so good that nothing else was going to hold a candle to anything with him in it.
That's true, yeah. But they even acknowledge that in the series, though. They're just like,
Nier is supposed to be a shadow of L.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated it. I much preferred the live action version. Not the Netflix.
I was gonna say which one.
We're talking about the one.
The Japanese one, the original.
The Japanese
live
TV
action,
show.
Yeah.
No, the TV show.
There's a TV show?
There's a TV show. Where what's his name? Not Nier, the other one.
Bell?
No.
Mello?
Yeah, where Nier is a child and Mello is a doll.
What?
Yup.
Interesting.
I feel like I might have heard of this at some point, but just glossed over it because J-drama weirdness.
Yeah.
Dude, it was amazing. It was probably the best representation of Death Note I had ever seen.
That sounds sarcastic as fuck.
It was very sarcastic. No, it's a J-drama.
It's a J-drama, therefore it's just over the top and it's
very weird.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah. But no, Code Geass is some solid shit. Used to hate it, grew up, watched it again, realized it was great.
Yeah, and that's one of the
ones
that
like. What made you change your mind then?
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it.
Why did I change my mind?
Yeah.
Was there
because when I watched it the first time, I was just like, give me the actions. Give me all the actions.
Okay.
And then I went and watched fucking wow.
Was it
Legends
the
of the Galactic Heroes. And then I became cultured.
Oh, okay.
And then I went back and I watched Code Geass. I was like, yes, right, this is good. Fucking yeah, you can't get away from watching Legends of the Galactic Heroes without becoming cultured. I've learned that.
So wait, wasn't there supposed to be like a new season of Code Geass?
Well, so they made a film. They made Lucha the Resurrection, which I'm gonna go spoiler warning here because statute of limitations for spoilers on Code Geass has passed. It showed that Lelouch is still alive because that's the name is Lelouch the Resurrection, so it's kind of black and white there. But so supposedly the creator has said that they have, quote, up to a decade of plans. It is not clear if this decade of plans is movies, OVAs, a proper series. There has been talk of a new series. There hasn't been any, work shown. But supposedly...
Is the movie out?
Yeah, the movie was released in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Lelouch the Resurrection, you can find it. It was good. It's what happens when you have a anime that was originally a series that then wants to cram an arc into a movie. And it did some kind of just crazy bullshit things, but it felt like what a Code Geass movie would and should be. It didn't do anything that elevated the series, but it was still enjoyable in my opinion.
Okay.
And I was fully prepared to just sort of go in saying, all right, I love the series so much that if the movie's bad, I'll just pretend it doesn't exist. I won't let it taint my enjoyment of what comes before. But I enjoyed it enough to say, okay, cool. We're getting more, and I'm interested to see where it goes because the movie ends with a very big cliffhanger and a setup that
Oh,
suggests where they
okay.
want to go in future installments, whatever form that might be.
Okay. Okay. I'm like, I knew that they were, if they did continue the series, that they were going to bring Lelouch back, but like, I still do not like that decision. But I'm still
I was one of the
interested.
people who subscribed to the theory that he was alive and that he was the cart driver to begin with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I definitely saw the logic in it, but like the way that the story was being told, I thought it was a lot better if he did just die. I thought it was more impactful that way. But it's not enough for me to like hate the series or like be like, I'm still interested in seeing the movie now.
And
So,
I can
like,
totally respect the
yeah.
opinion of, yes, everything that he does naturally will carry more weight if it actually results in his death. But I
Yeah.
think that everything that they had set up makes his survival a very logical one, and it's one that has the twists of Code Geass of, all right, this is why it's okay that he didn't die, and that how he could have conceivably arranged things in such a way that it doesn't feel like it was a Deus Ex Machina of that by all rights he shouldn't have survived, that there was canonical mechanics that enabled his survival.
Yeah. So like one of the reasons why I dislike that though is because of how Suzaku's story arc ended. So do they like go into that in the movie at all then?
They do cover what Suzaku is doing, yes, as the New Zero, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't
okay.
Well, the one thing I need to warn you about, there is one really big change. Did you see the recap films?
No, I did not.
Okay, so they did the recap films, and they're recap films for the most part, but they change one very, very big plot point. And it's the type of thing that if you don't know it going into the film, you're going to be confused as hell. And a lot of people, myself included, were initially not happy with the change, but going through and thinking about some things, I've grown to accept this change. The retcon is Shirley is alive.
Oh, what?
They omitted the fact that Rollo shot her. That it's not that she was shot and survived. It's just that bit.
It just didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Shirley's alive, and it feels weird as heck at first blush. And the way that I've been able to mentally justify it is that she is very valuable as a character, and that ultimately her death in the series did not change the course of any of Lelouch's actions. He already wanted to kill Rollo.
Yeah.
He was already doing all of his other plans. That there was nothing in Shirley's death that changed Lelouch's course. So undoing that, while it still feels weird, I still think it's weird, I can accept it in that I don't think that it would have changed any outcomes. And I think that Shirley occupies a very unique role in her relation to Lelouch that is a very interesting thing that you could not create another Shirley, otherwise it would not feel genuine. So I respect her value in keeping her alive.
Okay. Yeah, you explaining it that way, that makes a lot, like, I can...
Like I said, it's still weird. I'm never going to say it's not weird. And it would be very jarring because her only appearance, I don't consider this a big spoiler for the movie, she does not play a big role in the movie, but there's a point in time where she just appears, and it's a very casual appearance. And if you don't know that she's alive going into it, it's going to be just shell-shocking.
Like, what?
Like, what are you doing here?
Like, it's like, where does this take place? What? Okay, okay. That's good to know.
But everything else is the same. All the other major plot points still happened. It's just that one thing.
Okay. I do want to say, though, that scene in the series where she dies is so good, though.
Oh, yeah, the scene was great.
So
but it didn't actually do much narratively.
Yeah.
But it was a great scene. It was a heart-wrenching scene. And the thing that I remember from the first time I saw it was the first episode after they started using the last opening, World End.
Mm.
And And I watched that opening, and I was messaging a friend. I said, Shirley's going to die because she's not in the opening animation.
Oh, I don't think I even noticed that.
She is not in World
Wow.
End.
Oh.
And
That's pretty smart.
it
Yeah.
was the first episode, so they were able to kind of get away with it that if you didn't catch it, because I feel like they wouldn't have made that mistake if it was anything other than the
Yeah.
first episode it was used. My guess is they probably changed something with like the ordering and when they switched openings.
Yeah.
Because usually series
Yeah.
are pretty good about not dropping that ball, but they had that misstep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Cool.
Or it was on purpose.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
Yeah.
Gosh, all
Like
this.
you said, was the episode where they switched it the episode that they died that she died?
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Okay, it was probably
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
It was on purpose.
I could see that. Also,
Mhm.
gosh, all of
Guys,
the
I-
openings for Code Geass are bangers. All of them.
They are. They are. It's been a while since I well, no, the entire OST is really good.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
A lot of the original stuff I remember I listened to constantly
Yeah,
at the time.
I own physical soundtracks for the Code Geass OST. I will admit this.
Mm.
Hey, that's fine. I would own the OST for not Psychopaths.
I
Monica,
No. Psycho. Satoshi Kon. Come on. What is it?
there's a lot by
the
Satoshi
site-
Kon.
Oh.
Golden Bat. Golden Bat. Fucking
I know what you're talking about.
God. The anime with the dude with the bat.
The Satoshi Kon. What was it called?
What is this mental
Paranoia
barrier?
Agent?
Thank
yeah,
you.
there you go.
God. We were gonna get it eventually. Yeah, I love all of
I
that
appreciate
music.
that G
I was
Boonwo in the
happy,
chat, Jusagi.
Yeah. I want the Panty and Stocking OST.
Ooh,
Penny
Panty and Stocking was great. We're never getting season 2.
Yes.
We
No,
might
we're
be getting
not.
season 2.
We're not getting season 2.
We might be getting season 2.
Well, first off, the
there might-
studio that made Panty and Stocking doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, Trigger might be getting
the rights.
the rights to Penny and Stocking.
I
That's the
suppose
thing
they
that's
could.
happening.
And the other thing is,
It's-
I always kind of thought that the fact that they said to be continued in season 2 was just meant to be a gag, because that's the type of show Panty and
Yeah.
Stocking was,
They-
to say
That's true.
season 2 and have no intention of continuing.
No, they did. They even on the OST for Penny and Stocking, the final track is a secret track, and they even talk about how season 2 was greenlit.
Oh,
and then it
dang.
never happened.
Okay, I did not know that.
Because
and
like
then-
everyone left for a Trigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone got
Gainax
canned.
got shut down, and that is where Studio Trigger came from. Yeah,
Yeah.
And they're trying to get the rights to because they want to do it. I gotta find.
I would
this
not
article.
complain. I would absolutely be
Oh,
on
I'm
board for it.
so
That
happy.
goodness knows
Everyone
that
would be
thing
happy.
had just its animation style, its design is a timeless one that they wouldn't need to change it. They don't need to update it or make it look clean because it was
no.
already exactly what it is gonna be. That it
Yes.
was
Yeah.
simple and meant to look cheesy. The way I describe that show to anyone who's unfamiliar with it, I say it's if you take early South Park and Powerpuff Girls.
Mm.
Early South Park and
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls, mash them together, and that is Panty and Stocking.
I'd always describe it as Powerpuff Girls on crack.
That is also valid.
I mean, that's actually very valid. Yeah, it is very much Powerpuff Girls on crack.
Mm.
I like that.
But yeah.
But yes, that one
You know
also
the
had
story
just
be-
great soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
You know, you've heard the story about how they got the idea of Panty and Stocking, though, right?
I have not. Please enlighten me.
Oh, see, really?
Yeah, this
I don't
one
know.
somehow escaped me.
Okay, so basically, the people in Gainax were going. We're all on the what was it? Work vacation. They were
Company retreat.
vacationing in the company retreat to America. They were at a bar watching, I think it was Family Guy or something, getting drunk, and then that's just kind of where they conceived Panty and Stocking.
So this is Family Guy's single greatest contribution to society.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, that is.
But yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
conceived in a drunken stupor.
I mean,
Makes
that's
sense.
Penny and
Makes
Stocking.
absolute
Yeah, it really
sense.
does.
freaking. I love
God,
Beans.
what a
I
trip.
can't wait for it.
What a trip.
Yeah. And the best thing about it, though, is that you can watch it subbed or dubbed.
Yeah,
I like dub more.
I
personally.
have a lot of friends that share that opinion. And I think part of it is just because it's more entertaining to hear the swearing in the language you know.
I actually I like the Japanese, just because I liked hearing how much they butchered the English swearing.
That's fair
Let's
too.
go. Like the scene with the zombies where they were just coming up with the stupidest stuff like fatherfucker and stuff.
Yeah.
It was great.
Fatherfucker.
It was great.
Like most of the ones we've actually been discussing tonight have good dubs. That I stand by the Code Geass dub as being really good.
Yeah.
The Madoka dub, I think, was on the stronger side. I wouldn't call it like an all-time one, but I think it was solid.
I don't think I ever watched the dub.
Wait, you just made me think of a thing.
What?
Have you ever seen Witch Hunter Robin?
I have not.
Uh,
But I do remember from the wiki article I was browsing earlier, the Galaxian one, Carrie Walgreen played Robin in Witch Hunter Robin, so she was,
yeah.
you have overlap there.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Huh?
Mhm.
No. Oh well, there we go. Witch Hunter Robin is great, and I recommend it to everyone. See, here's the problem with Witch Hunter Robin. I totally stole your conversation.
No, it's
sorry.
fine. It's fine.
Witch Hunter Robin started playing at midnight on Adult Swim on a weeknight, and thus everyone ignored it because it came on right after Trigun,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone slept on it.
Yeah.
I implore you, please go watch it. It's so good. Like, please, I will give you links if I must. But like, seriously, Jay, I want you to watch it. Very bad. It's a very
long is it?
serious anime. 26.
That's not too
Okay, that's
bad.
not too bad. All right, now it's
24
time
or
for me
26.
actually to have a controversial opinion about something.
Oh.
Okay.
Trigun is an average series at best.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy Vash the Stampede as a character. I enjoy Wolfwood. The fact that they then create this enemy in the last 6 episodes that we're supposed to really care about fails on me. Just, I could never get into the character of Knives. I could never care about the character of Knives. The plot that it feels like they tried to just shoehorn it in because they knew they had
They
to.
did.
And
Nope.
it taints the series for me.
Well,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Go read the manga.
Yeah, as Manami pointed out.
Mhm. Okay.
Go read the anime is crap. Go read the manga.
I haven't read the manga.
I have not
either.
read the
Manga
manga,
makes
so I can't
everything
speak to
so-
that.
Like everyone, the biggest thing with Trigun was everyone was like, freaking, what? He's a plant? What? And the thing is, they alluded to actual plants as well
Yeah.
as power sources. No, he's a power source. He's a power source. He's
So
not an
what they
actual
meant
fucking
was-
plant. He's a power source.
Yeah, what they meant to say was power plant. not
Yes.
just
But the problem is, in the anime, they kept showing plants.
Yes,
after
yeah,
they-
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And so everyone would get confused because they're like he's a plant?
yeah,
Like he's
I
a
was
he-
definitely
he's
one
grown
of
in a
those
garden?
people. Yeah.
No, he's a fucking power plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And I don't know if that I don't know why the anime did that. It never made sense to me.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've been going on for 2.5 hours. You
Yeah.
don't usually go on this long.
Sometimes it does. I've noticed that some of my shows are going longer, and I guess that's a good thing because it means we've been enjoying the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
for
at the
sure.
same time, I do recognize it's getting kind of late, so we probably should wrap up pretty soon. I have sort of a small set of cool-down questions to sort of wrap things up that I like to ask all of my guests. And for starters,
Okay.
I do want both of you to answer this. What is your favorite meal? It doesn't need to be the one that you would necessarily eat every day, but if you, what is something that if you can just have anything to eat, it could be comfort food, it could be something very expensive. What is the meal that you just love?
Noodles, pasta.
Any particular
Anything carbs.
topping or sauce with it?
I like Alfredo is really good, but like I also really love Korean noodles.
Mm.
So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
What about you, Booster?
I don't know. Maybe steak.
Very fair.
Yeah.
I feel like I think it would just be bread or fried rice.
It would probably
for you.
just be bread.
Yeah.
Any particular type of bread?
No,
Just white bread.
just white bread.
The bland.
Do you
Like,
do you
I'm not
eat
even-
white bread plain, Booster?
Yeah, dude, I'll make toast.
Okay,
and
well,
I won't
toast is-
butter it or
okay.
anything.
I
I
feel
like how
like-
you were about to defend me, and you were like, "Okay, no, wait, you're a heathen. Never mind."
No, he has the blandest palate out of anyone I know.
Yeah, yeah, it would probably just be. It would just be bread.
Here we go again. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm more impressed than disgusted because it's not like it's something weird. It, like you said, it's just bland, but okay.
Yeah, out of everything he could have, just
Just
bread.
give me a loaf of bread.
Okay.
Probably a baguette. Probably
Yeah.
just let's be
He will
fancy.
eat an entire baguette if I allowed him to.
Yeah.
Well,
if
well, that's the
no
thing,
one
like-
watches me.
Baguettes or, a specialty bread is something I can totally see because that's different and it has, texture or more flavor than just, sliced white bread.
Oh, I'll absolutely just eat some
He'll just
sliced
eat.
white bread, though.
It doesn't matter what bread it is. He'll eat it.
Yep, I like bread. Yeah, it's me.
Tea, coffee, both or neither, and if you do drink them, how do you take them?
I do both. I prefer tea usually, just because with coffee, it's not that I drink coffee. It's more I have milk and sugar with a little bit of coffee on the side, and then with tea, I usually have it by itself unless it's like fruit flavored, in which I use honey to sweeten it.
Hmm. And you, Booster?
Coffee, black.
Like his soul.
Just black coffee's fine for me.
And no tea?
Mm.
No, I hate tea.
He's English, but he hates
I
tea.
fucking hate tea.
Huh. Fun facts about
Yeah,
Booster.
it's
English and hates
it's
tea.
travesty.
Things I didn't know.
Yep. He's a travesty upon his people.
Yep, I sure am. Every day.
So this is a goal that is this is a question that is probably a bit broad, particularly for you two, but what are your goals for 2021?
Mm,
Oh, that is broad.
I think
And I guess
I-
I will focus this on you two personally, not the JCC at large.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that makes this even harder for
No.
me. Okay.
Oh.
For me, it makes it easier. I guess I'll answer first then.
Yeah, you answer.
Just be monetized on YouTube.
That's gonna
Mhm.
happen. There's no way that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, it still takes work.
Well, you never know if we can make it within the end of the year, I guess.
Hmm.
Get through as many games as possible.
Yeah, that's actually probably what I
Yeah.
was thinking about saying. Yeah, I'd like to beat some games.
Do you have a
That's
Yep.
do you have a particular
no,
goal
I
in
don't
terms of
have
like
an order.
All right. Do you know what your next game is?
What do you want to play after the Mummy?
I don't know. What do I have on my desk here? I've got 2 games. Shadow of Destiny and McFarlane's Evil Prophecy. Jay, pick one. Jay.
Hmm? Sorry?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I've got 2 games here. Shadow of Destiny and McFarlane's Evil Prophecy. Pick one.
Oh, I don't know anything about either of them, but McFarlane's
Yeah,
Evil
just pick
Prophecy
one.
sounds crazier, so let's go with that.
Okay, that's my next game I'm gonna beat.
Cool. I'm gonna have to look up what I just sentenced you to.
It's you know who Todd McFarlane is?
I know who Seth MacFarlane is. I don't know Todd McFarlane.
McFarlane's like the guy that created Spawn.
Ah,
He made a video game based on some random monsters he made.
If you don't know who Spawn is, it's a comic, Dark
yeah,
Horse.
I do
comic
know
character.
of Spawn. I haven't read it. But
Image? Is it Image?
It's Image.
but
not
what you're
Dark
telling
Horse.
me
Oh,
is
sorry.
this is a perfect one for Jusagi to join you on.
No, it's not a horror game. It's a third-person action game.
Oh, darn it. I'm so
Don't worry.
disappointed.
Well,
I want to
It's okay.
I mean,
traumatize
it'd still probably
Jusagi.
scare him.
we're going to, because he's gonna play Alien Isolation with Violet turned on.
Oh yeah. Wait, is he still
God.
continuing that?
Absolutely,
That's
he's
so
continuing
cruel.
that. He may not think he is, but he is.
Okay.
And
He is. He's not getting out of that.
oh boy. And last but not least,
Or
oh, sorry.
He's like, or maybe I'll get hit by a car.
No, don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that.
I mean, it's a possibility.
But
It's
you
all
are
good.
not going to be meeting Truck-kun. No isekais for you, sir.
Trucking. Fucking love it.
Yeah, that's the interview I want. I want to be able to get an interview with Truck-kun about all of his murders.
Man, let's talk about how we should set that up. I think it's possible with the power of Violet. Oh my god, I was shit posting it. Hold on now. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Holy
This is how everything starts with Booster.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
All of the best ideas in life start as a joke. So
Ima-
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how much content have I written for you tonight, Booster?
Man, yeah, but the inverse will now be true as I create a character so that you can interview fucking Truck-kun on Vtuber Talk.
Oh my God.
Through Violet, it's possible. Anything is possible with the power of Violet.
Literally the power of
Got
God
it.
and anime on our side.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Oh dear.
Yes, we do.
I'm terrified and I can't wait.
We'll figure it out later then.
And the last question I have is, and this is for both of you, obviously, what does being a VTuber mean to you?
Oh man, this whole thing is just a shitpost to me. I'm just having
That's a
told
fair
my wife.
answer. Hey, that is an
Yeah.
entirely
Yeah.
fair answer.
I'm like literally. I've said it before. I've had my limelight. I was very popular when I was a streamer before, right? I don't need to be popular again. This is actually all for Ellie. Like I legit everything I've done is because I want Ellie to succeed because she deserves it. So that I guess is the answer. Also, she's a bitch. I just wanted to make sure that I balance
yeah.
out that shit.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
But
That's right.
also, yeah, that's. I mean, I guess there's your answer. It's to make this one fucking popular.
Oh.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And what about
Love
on
you
your
too.
end, Ellie?
It was I guess a fun project to see if we could actually like pull it off. But it's also just a way. Like I was concerned with our numbers at first, but that has definitely dwindled down as I try to de-stress about stuff like that.
Hmm.
But it's definitely been a great way to be able to socialize more. It's not like when COVID hit, I was not bothered at all with like the social distancing or anything. I don't like talking to people generally, but in high school and post high school, I had very bad social anxiety, but I got over that, and so this has been a great way to just like get better at like learning to talk better with people, I guess.
Mm.
So yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So before we go, do you have any projects or future streams that you want to spotlight? I know you usually release your schedules on Sunday nights, so if nothing else,
Mhm.
folks, be sure to check out Eleanor VTuber and Ghost VTuber on Twitter for their schedules. But is there anything specific you want to tease out for your upcoming streams? Then again, I suppose we actually went over several of them already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
There's that just chatting Harry Potter thing. We're going to be finishing the Mummy, the animated series, the video game this week as
Yeah.
well. And then what else?
That's about it that I've got. Animal
Oh.
Crossing sometime this month.
Yeah. Oh, I will be collabing with Manami, who's in the chat
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Woo!
And we'll
Yeah.
be doing like a ladies' night on her channel.
Are you doing
so-
that every Monday or what?
It's not every Monday, just like whenever. I don't know.
Nice. Oh, I guess I'm also doing something with Minami.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing Chain of Memories with Manami on her channel or my channel. I don't know whose channel. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know when though, because I gotta figure all that shit out too.
Awesome.
So basically, Manami's stolen us. So that's cool.
Ah,
Oh,
That's cool.
well, fantastic.
Anyway, other than that, yeah.
yeah.
Actually, this has been just super, super fun.
Mhm.
Like, this has been a very fast, almost 3 hours going on now. So,
Yeah.
thank you, both of you, for taking the time out to talk with me, to be on the show. This has been great. And honestly, I've been planning to have you two on for a while. I just wanted to give it some space between Jusagi's and yours, and then just the stuff with Violet sort of fell into our laps of like, okay, we're going to do 2 shows in 2 weeks. And it was like, all right, I'm not going to push back your interview even farther just because we got a little extra thing with Violet. So I'm glad that we were able to do both, to have the chance to really talk business last week and talk just you two this week. It has been super awesome. So
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
So folks who are watching the live stream, do stick around. I'm going to be sending you over to Briette Cookie Box. I don't recall what she's playing tonight, but she's a delightful streamer. Little bit profane, but I don't think that anyone here is going to have a problem with that. So thank you, as always, for tuning in. Please be sure to give me a follow here on Twitch and Twitter in order to see who I'm going to be interviewing next. This has been VTuber Talk. I'm Jay. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.
Bye.